Yeah, you're not in the army, bro.
These are the guys who did bye. You turn down the fucking Iron Maiden for a second and respect greatness.
Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
Tomorrow night, Caroline's on Broadway. It's KFC Radio live in Manhattan. It's our only New York City show this year. It's our only tomorrow night live. KFC Radio on stage at Caroline's on Broadway. It's our only New York City show this year for 2022. So come out and we're gonna have ourselves a time. We got a costume contest, $1,000 to the best costume. We're giving away a golden ticket where you can get free KFC Radio tickets for life. We're gonna take some pictures, drink some beers, tell some stories. It's live on stage at Caroline's. Get your tickets right now for Wednesday night, October 18th.
It took me so long to figure out what you were talking about. Like when you're like your final trip for the year, like I didn't even have a clue what month it was. I was like, we might do another one. Who knows?
No, probably not, right? I don't think we'll do another one, right?
No, this year, no.
Yeah,
Dude, I thought it was March. Like I was.
Let me give you a clean one again. I'll shorten it up. Tomorrow night, KFC Radio live on stage at Caroline's on Broadway. It's our only New York City show this year. So come on out if you're a local chicken head. We're gonna have costume contests. We're gonna be giving away free tickets. We're gonna take pictures. We're gonna have some drinks. Tell some stories. Get your tickets now. Wednesday night, Caroline's on Broadway. Who's ready to podcast? Who's bright eye and bushy tail? You look better and seem better than I thought you were gonna be.
Well, I actually feel like I'm letting everyone down.
Oh yeah,
I feel pretty good.
I'm so low right now.
I said I feel better.
What's wrong with you?
What do you mean?
Why? How are you good?
I have.
What's wrong with you?
I have not
you're
eaten
like
in 4
Wolverine.
days. I have not slept in 3. But I feel fine.
You're not human, bro. You're not.
Like
human.
I'm actually like I said I feel a million times better than I felt last
week. Yeah.
This
But have you been drinking?
No, not really.
Okay, well there's the difference. You haven't been poisoning yourself.
Well, I mean, like I drank London Dry on Saturday.
Yeah.
But
so that's, I mean, last weekend it was a 4-day bender last time, but
yeah.
if you drink heavy on a Saturday, usually by Monday you're still hurting at this age,
right.
And you're fine right now. So
yeah, very fine. And I drank Sunday, but Sunday was, first of all, it's like one of those trips you want to remember. Like I don't want to go to the game and be like, I don't even remember what happened at the game. Like, you want to go to that fucking game, you're like, I want to remember this game. But I just told Nick this, and I'm sure there are people listening who knew it. I did not know. You can't really drink at those games. Like legally not allowed to.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can't drink within view of the pitch. So what happens?
So you can drink like in the concourse area, kind of like,
but only at halftime and pregame.
So people just get loaded.
So
and then rolling.
I think that's why they're like hoping to change the law, because
no, that they should keep that. I mean, it'll be a problem. All that rowdiness is sober.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
sure people drink before the game.
Well, right, but it's not continued drunk. Like that's crazy.
I guess we can start from the beginning somewhere, but. We're just dumb people. Like it is, like we talk about on like
the whole thing was dumb. Yeah,
the whole thing was dumb. But you talk about on a trip where like you need the planner.
Yes.
And when the two of us are on vacation, we don't have the planner.
Right.
So
it's also like when you're the non-planner, so you're like the wild man. You're the wild card, and you have a planner, and that kind of like evens out.
Right.
And then if you have the wild card and the wild card, not only does it not even out, it like exponentially two wild cards
just
is actually like
gassing
4
each
wild
other
cards.
up.
It's like it just it's too much.
But so we got there. So we left Friday night, landed like 8 a.m. Saturday morning or whatever. Just got in a cab and we're like, yo, can you take us to a hotel in London? And he's like, which one? We're like, we don't know.
It doesn't matter.
Any hotel. Like, what do you recommend? And we actually had to stay at like a really nice hotel. Or not really, I don't know how nice it was, but like it was a sick hotel. It was very cool.
Yeah.
Then we got just obliterated. Like drank way too much on Saturday.
Yeah.
So, but that ended up working out very much in our favor because passed out early, woke up early. That I know I'm the dumbest person alive. I don't fucking care.
Staying up late is so stupid.
No. I don't get time zones. Like when I woke up, the Padres were still on, and I was like, when did the Padres game happen? And we're like, it's still. What do you mean it's still happening? Like,
I couldn't. 2 things. The time zones and like. I thought you left on like Thursday or something, so that was like a 1-night trip that somehow spanned 5 days.
Yeah,
I was like, wait, I thought he's there, and then when you were there, I was like, oh, who won the game? And then I wake up and I see like you're just going to the game. I was like, the game hasn't happened yet. Where? It felt like a time.
It was
we went
because
through like a black hole.
started talking about it on Wednesday.
Yeah,
but then we were always leaving Friday.
Right. That's what fucked me up. I feel like it was like Friday.
We left
but then also it was a Sunday game, not a Saturday game, right?
Right.
So I thought you were gonna get there and go right to the game, and it was like, no, I have to travel to another city, and then the game's on Sunday, and it was like you've been there for. It felt like a week, even though it was like 2 days.
When I tell you, I woke up on Sunday morning and learned the Padres game was still going on, and 2, guess how far away Liverpool is from London? We did not Google it before we went.
I mean, it's a country, so like
yeah, but I thought it was like the size of fucking Maine.
Well,
Like,
so did I. But like you can go like a state can be a couple hours long. Right? Like,
yeah.
Like England's like the size of a state, right?
I think I would say it's probably the size of New England. I have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about.
How big is England? Just Google literally that. How big is England? And see what the answers are.
Pretty big.
Yeah, yeah. I hope it's like, I hope the answer is like, you dumb American. How big is England? 94,000 miles.
Square miles.
That is bullshit. Yeah, square miles is real quick. Square miles is the biggest bullshit in the world.
Yeah.
It's just like why are we multiplying both sides? Just like the fucking the just one set of the miles is fine. 94. So yeah, that looks like why would they choose that in the middle of the country to be the fucking like barometer? Because I think you're right. It feels like New England.
Arkansas to I can't tell.
Google this. Google how big is New England, because I bet you that's about the size of New England. Just turn it sideways and put it up in 71. So it's a little. It's like New England and a quarter.
Yeah. Yeah.
1.25 New Englands. So yeah, if you go from New York to the tip of Maine, that can be like 6 hours.
Okay. Yeah. It was 4.5.
4.5.
So the only reason.
So your flight was like 6 hours, and then you travel another 4.5.
Flight's 8.
Flight's 8?
Flight's 8.
Oh, I'm thinking of LA. Yeah, flight's 8.
Yeah.
Then you did another 4.5.
we did London. So we were bringing to the hotel. We're like, because we're always gonna do London Saturday night. And
did you go to the strip club?
No. Just drank all of the alcohol.
Yeah.
But then luckily passed out early. And because we got to the hotel at like 8 a.m. and we're like, can we get a room, please? And they were like, at 3.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can check in at 8.
Okay, well we'll go drink till 3 then.
My good man, I will be back here in about 6 hours. Hammered.
Yeah. And then we checked in, showered, went back out. And
I would have almost said to them, listen, I know your rules. It's better do it now. Because I will be back here, and it will be a lot harder to do it in that state than it is right now.
You're going to want to check me in right now, at least. You can give
Here's
me
my
a key
info.
when I come back. You're going to want to do all the pertinent information.
Right now.
I want to do that one right now.
Yeah.
And so, but because we fell asleep so early, like we probably fell asleep like 8 o'clock, something like that. Mm-hmm. We woke up crazy early. But again, like, that is the only reason we had enough time to get to the game.
Right.
If we had gone out like regularly, we don't make the game. We don't make the game.
Imagine if you went over there and just didn't go.
So we fucking.
Wait, how'd you get there?
Oh, Kevin, on a goddamn train from my motherfucking nightmare.
Oh, man.
I almost like texted you updates throughout the weekend. I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go, and I'll update him with shit when I get there.
Yeah.
When I get home. And bro, so we get on this train. It's a 2-hour train because we're booking so late at this point in the day. Like all the high speed trains are sold out, the direct trains are sold out. So what we end up having to do is you take a 2-hour, and again, mind you, violently hungover right now.
Yeah.
And the train was it's a 2-hour train to Birmingham.
I'm picturing like a locomotive where you're like shoveling coal in, and it's like chugga 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 because all like the bullet trains were sold out like 3 years ago.
It was 2 hours at Birmingham. You have to get off at Birmingham, change train stations. It's a 10-minute walk to a new train station.
That might be the worst part of the day. The 10-minute walk.
And then no. And then it's another 2-hour train from Birmingham to Liverpool. But bro, so we get on the train.
I thought you were going to Manchester, not Liverpool.
No, they played Man City, but the game was at Liverpool.
Oh, okay.
We get on the train. The tickets, by the way, not cheap by any stretch of the imagination. No. Like, I mean, not crazy expensive, but like $300, right? It's a pretty expensive train.
Yeah.
You don't
tell me no seats.
Yes. So we get on the train, dude, and like We are
That is so fucking terrible.
we are packed ass to dick. Like really, really packed
like a
in.
subway, but you're instead of going one stop, you're going 2 hours.
Exactly like a subway, like during rush hour, where then
And you're hungover.
Kevin, I looked at my friend like 4 minutes in, and I was like, I'm not gonna make this.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know
I'll
what
just get off the train.
I don't
and,
know what
like,
to do.
go
Like,
home.
I'm not gonna make this.
Yeah. No, I don't think I could do that. I think I would get off at like the second stop and be like, you go to the game. I'm going to start my trek back to America. Like you can't be hungover in that situation for
Like bro,
hours.
like I'm like my head is like bumping into people like while like because I don't. And then what happens is people start just sitting down on the floor.
Yeah.
But then so they're taking me out at the knees when we hit like a roll. So like
You got a broken nose and a torn ACL.
eventually we moved over to the aisle.
You got chop block basically.
Eventually we moved over to the aisle because also like, it was. I also forgot that like other countries don't believe in air conditioning. That it's like so.
Bro, I'm getting uncomfortable. Like,
right. I'm
hearing
like
the
sitting
story.
there squeezed like this, shaking because I'm hungover, and then I'm fucking. There's no way. There's like literally like, looking around. There's just no.
Oh my God.
Fucking air conditioning.
This
There's
is
no, like,
making me very uncomfortable.
no things to turn.
Yeah, nothing.
Like
There's just no air.
There's nowhere to
There's
go.
stale air.
And I was like, I have to do this for 2 more hours. Like I don't think I can.
When that happens, I think about like people who are like trying to immigrate like cross the border and they like smuggle into something and they're like we had to like sit in a fucking like holding like in a container for like 12 hours and they just did it because they needed to. I'm like I could never. I would just like send me back to my my shitty country. I don't care. I'm just not doing that.
I'll just go get executed. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, give me death. I mean, like, were you puking? I feel like
no.
I feel like I wouldn't
luckily,
be able
I'm not a puker because if I was a puker, I
would've been
probably
puking,
would have. I mean, first of all, I'm clearly a puker, but I'm not a hungover puker.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
like
yeah.
I don't really puke from booze. Very
like if
often.
somebody on that train just said something like, "Hey, like
you want some gefilte fish,
which
but like,
little kids just let their nose run right into their mouth. They just eat. They just eat all their snot.
Dude, actually at one point I did start getting nauseous because one of the dudes in that picture, I don't know if the bag's still there, but they had Burger King, and yeah, you can kind of see it. And so like there were multiple people on the train around me eating eggs. But I'm not a guy for eggs.
Also, they're like Burger King's like weird. Like those
Everything-
fast food's weird in outside of America.
Dude, honestly,
Like, why is
everything
it
was
not,
so weird.
like,
The
the
water
same?
was so fucking
Yeah,
bad. Like
yeah.
it was, and the only way I could describe it, and I was thinking about it a lot because I didn't eat like the whole
Any of the
time
food,
because there
yeah.
wasn't. I know. Granted, we weren't exactly sitting down at fucking beautiful restaurants.
Sure,
we were,
but that
we were-
all the more reason. That's the stuff I think should be different because you're eating like the cuisine of another
Right,
country.
right.
I remember going to I went to the
I don't really know if
Caribbean.
the British really have cuisine. They do.
Well,
I
that's
do.
it.
I got to give the British credit for this. They are the only people who give beans the proper respect. Or I
Yeah.
guess the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
Beans are fucking delicious,
Yeah,
dude.
they are.
I had a big bowl of
But I
beans
also-
for breakfast, and that was it.
I was gonna say they are good, but they're not meant to be a whole meal. They're meant to be a side, except for John, who had a bucket of beans.
They usually have it as a side, but that was
Yeah,
Sunday
beans
morning
everywhere.
when I was
Yeah.
so hungover.
But why
I
can't
couldn't eat food?
like when people complain about America, I'm like, yeah, we got some problems. But also, if I go to McDonald's and I get their fries and their burger, I'm getting a McDonald's fries and burger. You get that overseas, and we're talking even just in like England, where it's basically like America, but just over here, and it's like the meat's weird and the potatoes
meat's
taste
so
funny.
weird.
It's like,
Dude,
what the fuck is going on?
when I finally got to Anfield, I got a hot dog because again,
Oh no, hot dogs are the worst.
it was.
Hot dogs are the worst.
That almost made me, I got that and
Yes.
then I have to spit out and like I got
It's
nauseous.
like I don't know why our ground up pig guts are better than
Right.
your ground up pig
yeah,
guts.
I didn't even really put together. Like I was just like,
We do it right. They do it wrong.
do it so wrong.
Like
It
I
was
feel like
so
if they-
bad.
I feel like it's not even just a different. I feel like if you came over from the UK and had a hot dog here, you'd be like, this is much better than ours.
yeah,
not
Bro,
just
like,
different.
Dude, it was
yeah.
literally gray. It was like actually gray.
Yes, I
And
remember
it
this
was-
vividly because I thought a hot dog is a go-to. Like,
Yeah.
you can't go wrong with that because I'm not going to eat, I was a young kid at the time, I'm not going to eat the beans, I'm not going to eat the bangers and mash and the whatever. I can get a hot dog. No, that's the worst thing you can get.
Could not get again. That's exactly what I thought. I was like, this will be easy. Like, get a beer, get a hot dog, we'll be good to go.
No.
And it was like I got halfway through the dog and was like, I kept being like, all right, I have to finish this hot dog because I just have to eat food.
You need sustenance at
And
that
then
point, yeah.
By the time I got halfway through, I was like, and I spit it all out, and I had to throw the rest of the dog away.
Yep.
It was terrible.
And hot hamburgers the same thing. I went to London when mad cow disease was like a thing, so we couldn't really eat the meat. But
That's wild.
Yeah. that was crazy.
Yeah.
There was a time where it was just like all your meat's fucking like shot. I don't know. I was a kid, so I got confused and I thought like you went crazy if you ate the.
I'm just learning now. It's not.
I think the cows go crazy.
Yeah, that makes a lot more.
Like in my mind, it was like a X-Men thing or like Marvel. Like I eat this burger and I become like a mad cow. It's like no, you just get violently ill and shit yourself. It's the cow that's crazy. You're pooping. But yeah, like all of that is just like so. But
The only way I could describe it, okay, so I was thinking about it, is like it's like when you're a kid and you go to your friend's house. And it just doesn't smell like your house.
Yeah.
And you're like, something is off.
Yes,
here.
your mom
It's
just
like-
does things a little differently.
It's just all
it's not right or wrong, but it's just different.
It's just a little different.
Yeah.
You walk and you're like, I had that. Even the country just smells different.
Yes.
I had that smell in my nose the whole weekend where I was like,
What is wrong
what
with
is
this place?
that?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
And that's the kind of shit. like next time you're like, I'm moving to Canada if so and so gets elected. I don't really care about the big picture stuff. Yeah, get mad about abortion and this and that and everything. But like the fact that it smells right here is more important. It's more important to your everyday life that America smells better than over there.
Yeah,
You know?
I've
It smells
brought
good. The
it up
hot dogs
5
and hamburgers are
different
good.
times.
That's my platform. America.
The water's good, bro.
Yes.
I was on the plane today. First of all, I also just got so sick of hearing British accents. Where I was like, I was getting to my plane, and I was like, if this is a fucking London-bound flight, and I have to talk to fucking British flight attendants, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Isn't that
Not
funny too?
London-bound, but London-based.
How quickly we, go from like, isn't it great, bro? Like I love the Peaky Blinders accent, and then you hear it for like a day, and you're like, get me the fuck out of here. Yeah.
But so that train to Birmingham, we got to Birmingham and we're like, we're not doing it again. We got a cab from Birmingham to London,
Right,
to
whatever-
Liverpool,
whatever the
which
cost
was
is,
like,
like-
yeah, it was like an hour and 50 drive or whatever.
Could have been $1,000.
Could have been
whatever.
$10,000.
Right,
Dude. Yeah, I was
right,
like, I'm
right.
not doing this again.
Right.
So we get in the cab, get some beers, and we're like, all right, think we're back. Fell asleep again. Then we get to Liverpool, like we got like a hotel last minute kind of deal, and then get to the match where it was just like, that was fucking.
Yeah, it was something like awesome happened in the game, right?
I mean, it was fucking. So first of all, it's really cool, the stadium, because it's like it kind of reminded me of what I think Lambeau is. Where it's like it's in a neighborhood.
Yeah,
there aren't
yeah,
like
right.
There's not like big buildings
parking lots and
around.
shit. Like
There's not big parking lots.
Right.
Not
Just
that
like,
I saw.
You just walk like from the pub to the fucking stadium, and
Yeah, exactly. And then get to the pub. Like we went. I don't remember the name of the pub, but it's right outside the Cop, which is like where like the fucking season ticket holders and like the crazy fans sit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's right across the street from the Cop. And it was the coolest bar I've ever been into. It was such a piece of shit. It was just like, hell yeah,
the
this is-
best.
and I was stunned that like those bars can still, like, I'm sure there's like kind of like city ordinances in place or whatever that are like, no, you can't knock down the classic pubs to build some fucking mega pub John Henry.
Sure,
Like, it
sure.
is- These are right,
protected.
You can't,
because
you
otherwise
can't-
they turn into like a chain.
Right.
Right.
Dude, this is a cash only bar that serves beers in
Hell
plastic
yeah.
cups. Like,
Hell
it's-
yeah.
That doesn't exist outside stadiums here.
No,
Like,
yeah.
And I step into the bathroom and like I'd heard about how much cocaine is in England, and it was actually exactly. I think Tommy said something like that, where like it's just like a key, like they give like the child soldiers.
Yeah.
I just walked in the bathroom to take a piss. The guy's like, "Well," I was like just getting the boys ready. I was like,
Wow.
I was like, I'm still reeling.
Like another patron.
No, the patron. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
I'm picturing like one of those like
He's
attendants
he's
where
in
it's
a
like
staff shirt.
Yeah, like they'll squirt the fucking soap on your hands for you and give you a bump. You want to spritz of cologne and some cocaine?
And then this was of all. I mean, there's a million different cool things that happened. One of the coolest things that happened is it took us about 5 minutes to get from the pub to our seats. Because there aren't even metal detectors there. Because they don't have guns, so it doesn't
Yeah, it
fucking
doesn't
matter.
fucking matter. You just go.
You just fucking
Yeah.
walk in.
That's another thing. Like when you're thinking about your gun control issues, just think about getting to your seat at a stadium fast.
Dude.
That's why we shouldn't have. Forget about the fucking schools. Let me get to my stadium seat.
The argument I was making. I was like, it's like, look, the school shootings, they stink. But boy, would this save me a lot of time because I go to a lot of games.
It's so much better to just get to your fucking chair.
Bro, it took 5. Like it was crazy. Like from finishing a Stella to like at my seat was literally like 5 minutes.
I
It
mean,
was fucking
next
nuts.
time you see a playoff game at like Citi Field where the line is like 2 hours to get in,
Yeah.
just think, if you vote against your guns, you fucking get your seat real fucking quick.
like that.
it's great.
I was like, we must have gone the wrong way. Like, there's no metal detectors here or anything like that.
Right, nope.
And then, I never asked if that's officially the reason why.
But yeah,
like,
it's probably part of it.
I would
was
assume it is.
there people?
Well, they were
Was there
actually
security people
Did
like
I-
looking in bags and shit, or
No.
so you could just bring a bomb in?
You You can bring a bomb if you want. Also, they don't even have ticket attendants. You just fucking put your. There's people kind of standing
What are we doing?
nearby,
A trust system here?
helping you out.
Yeah.
But it's like
What is
you
that?
just
So
kinda-
there's like a bar that goes up or some shit. Like you can't get in
It's
unless
like
you
a
scan your ticket.
turnstile.
Yeah,
Like a full
but like you
turnstile.
could not get in without.
no,
obviously,
full
Yeah,
turnstile.
yeah.
Um,
So that's smart too. It's like you cannot sneak in.
Everyone was
you
just
need
like,
a ticket. Let's
like
just
scan. Like everyone was moving pretty quick. There were people like attendants standing by in case people had an issue.
What stadium is this?
Anfield.
Anfield.
It's Liverpool Stadium.
Right.
Which we ended up having because we were trying to walk into seats that were not nice enough. They were like, "No, you can't come in here with these tickets."
Really?
Because we were in like the club section. We were in like.
It's a fucking dope stadium. It's small though, right? Like
I honestly wouldn't even know.
10,000?
70,000.
oh, it's big like that.
I think. Oh, 53.
53.
Okay, yeah.
The thing I just saw there, I thought it was gonna be like 10 or 15. Like it's like MSG almost.
No.
53. Yeah. Okay, that's big.
We were in
Yeah.
like it's called like the Carlsberg Club or the Carlsberg Pub or something like that, and it's basically like the club section where.
Right.
So and that's
So wait,
where-
all of this stemmed from some pretty average tickets that he had.
No.
They're the good sec.
Yeah, we couldn't get into the average seats.
Oh,
So they were like, no,
okay.
you have to go
I
to the
thought
club.
all of this was like, I've got a couple nosebleeds in
No,
fucking London.
Absolutely
You wanna
not.
go.
It was
Okay.
like it was
Got
dope
it.
club section stuff.
Got it.
And then the game was literally one of the most like dude, they did not stop yelling.
Yeah.
The whole game, Kevin.
Yeah, it's crazy.
There wasn't a single
I know.
fucking pause.
I know.
Without like someone singing not someone, like without
The
49,000
whole
people
people,
singing
yeah, the
some
whole
song.
crowd.
Couple American assholes up there who don't really know the words trying to film it.
How do you get that? How do you?
It doesn't make any why the are we Americans? Are we just too lazy?
Yeah.
because we can make
We can
songs.
do it. Yeah.
Like-
Like I mean, I
it's
know
possible.
I
We
know,
can just create songs for our teams.
I know that like I wouldn't do this, every week or something like that. But like when I do go to a Mets game, I wish it was that way. I wish it was 50,000 people standing up the whole fucking time. Why don't we just all agree to do that? Let's just all say, if you're going, we're gonna stand up the whole time.
Here are some songs.
Yeah.
Fucking hand out lists to
Right,
the people.
lyrics, whatever,
right?
yeah.
Like you can
But
give them to fans at the gate while they're standing there
But
for
you
2
know what?
hours to
But-
check for a gun.
So when you were looking around, are there like kids? And
Yeah.
So like
Not a
because
not a ton.
if I went to the game with my kids, I'd be like, I'm here to get them a hot dog and a cotton candy and all that. We're not here to fucking
Yeah.
So it's like it's got to almost be
I
like
mean, I saw
here
again,
like
we were in like the club section, which is like
a little bit more bougie or whatever.
Little-
It
yeah,
almost
there's
needs to be
not-
like these games are diehards only allowed. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like we're not
But that's
letting
what
any of
this
the
one
fucking
ended up being. I'm getting a little sweaty. That's what this one ended up being. We're like, we were at bars afterwards, and we were just like talking to fans and stuff like that, and they were like, I can't believe you guys saw this game. Like,
Yeah.
They were like,
what was the score?
it was 1-0.
Oh, wow.
But it was Mo Salah scored the goal. It was like right after Man City had a goal disallowed, and it was late in the game. I want to say it was in like the 70th minute, maybe something like that.
Right. So that's pretty
like right at the time to start clock watching now. You're
Yeah.
like, fuck.
Yeah.
Particularly against Man City, who hadn't lost all year.
Right.
So you're like, get that time moving.
Yeah.
And
click,
then-
click, click, tick, 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 motherfucker.
You know what is crazy? What is fucking chaos that they do is that in extra time, the clock in the stadium stops at 90 minutes. So you see him hold up like 6 minutes, but it's not exact. So then it's just going on.
I mean, extra time in general. Wait, usually do they announce how much extra time?
They
there is?
announce it, but
But
then
they don't show it.
The clock doesn't go. So you're like, I know there's 6 minutes left, but you're like, I guess like seasoned vets, like they start a
can
stopwatch
have
on their phone.
yeah,
But then
yeah.
it's all up to the ref still. It's still the ref's discretion because like a Liverpool player went down. So guess what?
Another
He's
couple,
adding
10 more
minute or two.
seconds.
So,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And it's like
Holy
the whole time, like,
shit.
blow the whistle.
Yeah.
Blow the fucking whistle.
Yeah.
It was madness. It was
That
the
is
most-
awesome, but I wish that upon no man. No man.
But then, and also like seeing the goal. There's so many ways a goal can happen where you don't even really see. Like, soccer is a little different, I imagine, like being a live event. But like hockey, there's a lot of times where you're reacting to a goal, but you're actually just reacting to everyone else reacting.
Yes.
You didn't really see what happened.
Only the guy right next to it, could see it, and then you just cheer. Yeah.
And there are so many, like, there are a million ways that could happen in soccer too, where you're like, wait, what? Like that went in? That went in?
Yeah.
But this was like a fucking dope pass from Allison, who's the goalie, to Mo Salah, who's like the stud. And then he ran, like it was him going in alone for like 50 yards, or however big, I don't know, half the field is.
Yeah.
And like it got the moment of, we talked about it in the silence draft, where you get like that.
Right before
pause,
that, yeah.
But it's the longest 3-pointer ever. So everyone's holding back. Is he going to do it? Is he going to do it? Is he going to do it? And then you
That's sick.
It was, and also he had that same play like 5 minutes before when he didn't do it.
Yeah.
So it was like, fuck, is it going to happen again?
Yeah.
There was more tension built in that moment than
And what did this mean for so now Man City has their first loss of the year? Is Liverpool in or out or anything?
No,
like that?
I mean it's still really early in the season, and Liverpool is still not doing very well. But it
all the more reasons, like a fucking upset.
It's kind of one of those you hope it turns the season around. You hope it's a building moment kind of deal.
Yeah.
But it was sick. It was fucking crazy.
I mean, thank God. I mean, what if the game was just like a 4-0 blowout or something crazy?
I would have preferred that. I started to think, I'm like, is this game going to end fucking 0-0?
Yeah.
Did I fly 8 hours for a nil?
Nothing.
Fly 8 hours, train 2 hours, car 2 hours.
That's actually a great point.
For a fucking
At that point,
nil result.
I'd rather lose 1-0 than
get to at least see a goal.
Yeah.
But then so then also they have like sections for their fans. So we were kind of sitting by. We were sitting like above. I wonder if I have a picture. I don't think I do. I think I forgot to take one. We were sitting like above.
I could see you being. I was actually very proud of how much you documented it. I told you, I was like, you should try to put this.
Well, here's the deal too. Like I was documenting as much as I could, and then people were like, "We get it. You're in London."
Well, that's.
And I'm like, it's a trip of a lifetime. I've talked about it for a day.
I know.
What do you want me to do?
It's tough. It's like that's when it's like when you have a brand when people start to hate you. It's like,
yeah, right. Oh, I did take a picture. Fuck yeah. So it's not a good picture, but you can kind of see it. You know what? I didn't take a picture. It's just I got to zoom in because you know what also I respect about the British? The most violent birds you'll ever see. Like they fucking punch air with their middle fingers, like "fuck you." It's not just a quick whatever, "fuck you." It's like there's the reason I thought of that is this picture here, and I sent it to my dad, and he's like, "I love that guy," and it was just like, "That's him.
that's a hardcore fuck you."
But they throw it at you too. Yeah. And he's throwing it at the. That's where the Man City supporters are sitting, bro. All those yellow shirts are just cops.
Just keeping the peace.
Just keeping the peace between that section. And,
I mean, that's the smart way to do it, right? Corral them.
And then the orange shirts are stadium employees. The yellow shirts are cops.
So they're just sprinkled in everywhere. Yeah.
Fucking covered.
Yeah.
You can't get at them at all.
I mean, it's like, are you keeping them in or out?
Right.
I don't even know what the rule. Did you see the Padres flip the bird to the?
Yeah, that was all time. It's actually it's a very unfortunate time to have to compliment the British on flipping the bird.
Yeah, but
that's not a classic American bird. That's a very unique
so
American
good
bird.
So good.
But I don't think I said this already because we were talking before you got in here. That what I learned there is that you can't drink at the game.
Right. Yeah,
Did I say that already?
Yeah. Did we say that on the show? Or was that before
briefly.
the show? Yeah.
You said it briefly?
Yeah.
It's a law from 1985 because of hooligans.
Shit got crazy, yeah.
But it was so you drink 2 beers or whatever. If we got there earlier, if we were fucking smarter and we were let's fly into Manchester or let's whatever. We probably would have gotten hammered and we probably would have been bars all day. But by the time we got there, it was 3. It was a 4:30 kickoff. So we went to the bar for 2 quick ones.
Right.
And then we got into the stadium. And they were we were in that club section in Carlsberg's a beer, so they were there's a bar in it, and they were packing everything up, and we were kind of standing by the bar, "Excuse me, are you guys closed?" And they're like, "Yeah, we open again at halftime." And we're like, "Oh, okay." So then at halftime we slammed a beer or 2, and then that's it. That's all. That's all the drinking you can do is, or at the stadium at least, right?
Right.
Is pregame and then halftime.
Yeah.
And then in the club section you could stay after a little bit. Fuck, what was I just going to say there?
So
the other dope thing they do that is kind of annoying, but also kind of sick, is that, and I don't know if this happens in the regular concourse or not, but like someone comes around the club section and it's like at halftime, it's like everyone back to your seats. Like,
Make you go. I was gonna say, could you sit and just drink?
No, you couldn't hang. No, not only could you not drink, you couldn't just hang out there. Like you
See, that's because it's like we need this to be a fucking good like.
But like
field,
I was like,
you know?
what if it's
but
fucking
it's also like
January and I'm freezing?
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. Well, don't be a pussy.
Right.
That's how you make. That's how you have like strong fan base.
It was like-
but it's
it was-
also like you know that'll never happen over here because you're losing money. It's like,
Yeah,
you can sit in here and we'll just keep fucking, you know, giving you food and drinks and shit,
drink.
whatever.
Dude, they didn't have food. It was just chips. So it was like had a half a hot
I'm
dog.
telling you, like they're like this is a field of war.
Right.
This is not a
You have
family
fucking
experience.
rations. This is-
Yeah,
this is-
right. Make it last. You know, make this last for like 3 hours or whatever. You fucking morons. I've always thought that. Like, remember when Bill Simmons asked what was it? What was
It was
the
like
chant?
a Twitter thing for chants for LeBron. I think it was when he was on the Cavs.
It was like use like go home LeBron or something. Like it was like
I mean, it might have been. It might have. He might have been in
such a
Miami
pussy
now.
chant though.
It was I bet you could still find this week. It was definitely screenshot.
Google like Bill Simmons.
Yeah, maybe we can't make our own songs. Maybe
Bill Simmons tried to like come up with his own.
search it like
Chants.
Google it. 'Cause I
Yeah.
think it'll be like a screenshot rather than because I mean this is from like I bet this is from 10 years ago.
Yeah, this is an old one. Bill Simmons, LeBron chant like tried
LeBron
to,
chant tweet.
Yeah, LeBron chant tweet. He was like, we want to hear it from we want to hear from all the Boston fans. Nah, where is it? It was so bad.
It was. I mean, it was like it has to be screenshotted somewhere. Yeah, I think it was like when he was leaving the Cavs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Okay. This is it, right?
Oh, New York Knicks was one because that was like his last year in Cleveland, I think.
Right.
And then what was the other one? I can't really read that.
Rondo's better.
Rondo's better. That was it. Rondo's better.
Bro, what the fuck?
Like he was like, I want everybody to get on their feet. It's like win one for the Gipper type shit, and we're all gonna chant Rondo's better. And it was like,
which
what
despite
the
being
fuck?
like, as incorrect as it is, like it's just really, really lame.
Yeah.
Like,
Remember the other one too? It wasn't Bill Simmons. It was that it was I think Red Sox owner.
Let's go! It was Tom
Red
Warner.
Sox.
Yeah, let's go
Red
Sox. It was
Everyone's like it was offbeat.
it was
and like,
so offbeat.
So yeah,
I think this is.
so.
I think this is still my video.
I
that
bet it
people
was. I
clip.
bet it is. Yeah.
It's a magical day for us, the end of a remarkable season. And I would just like to start a cheer. Let's go, Red Sox!
Oh God! It makes you want to die.
It is.
It's a remarkable year, and I just want to start a chant.
It is incredibly uncomfortable.
So bad. So you got to be good at this hooliganism shit.
Right.
You got to have your,
Dude, but like they're also songs you can steal. Like it's
Yeah.
like it's like because what they're so smart about doing is they fucking take like popular songs and just write
Change-
lyrics to
yeah,
them.
fucking,
like dude, the whole reason I like Liverpool, Luis Suarez, and I just can't seem to get enough Suarez. Do, 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 do,
Yeah.
do. Like that.
Right. Just steal a good song and make it yours. Or even just like, everybody does like the ole, ole, ole chant or something.
Yeah.
Just fucking.
Where does Jose start? That like was Jose Reyes the first person where they started doing Jose?
Jose. I think that was
So
ole,
soccer
ole,
is
ole, right?
Ale, or the Liverpool is Ale, Ale,
I don't even
Ale, Ale.
But that, for all we know, that could be like a fucking lullaby from the 80s or, the 1900s or whatever the fuck, where it's like, just take the stuff that works.
Dude,
do fucking.
The one they did when that was like fucking like the stadium was shaking. Like shaking. It's
Sure.
probably like in the 85th minute.
Because everybody can do that.
But
you
it
know?
was doing when the Reds. It's just when the Reds come marching.
Yeah.
Everyone starts jumping and like it was
feel the
it
stadium
was
shaking.
literally shaking. It was fucking nuts.
I'd give anything to be able to just like make that a
Right.
fucking thing.
It's so
you
easy.
know?
Just take good songs and fucking change the words a little bit.
But you need like somebody to fucking lead it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not gonna be me.
And I guess you need like a firm to do
Right,
it. Like,
right.
But then, dude, they're chanting back and forth. Like there was a like honestly, I don't remember this moment. Like I don't remember when there was a little bit of quiet. But I guess that's when some Man City's fans started chanting, "Where's your famous? Where's your famous? Where's your famous atmosphere?" And then like the fucking whole stadium started
Brings
chanting
it
back
to them.
them.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
all right,
yeah.
here it is. It was fucking nuts, dude. It was nuts.
Did this site give the Jets
Jets
chant
the
as the
number
number
one
one chant?
Oh. God, we suck at sports here.
Yeah, dude, that's
Back over in England. We're
This one, you let the whole team down? I've never heard that.
Is that a Duke thing? No. I can't even hear.
I literally can't even hear it.
We need to step our chance up here in America, man.
But then this morning was like, so we, like I said, we really chilled last night. We went to like a pub where, I don't know if you saw, I tweeted a picture where it was like in the pub there's a sign. It's just like after 8 p.m. kids have to leave.
What are you doing over there? What are you throwing things around? I saw this sign that's or maybe this is someone else that you quote tweeted, no pregnant women allowed or something.
So that they said that in response to this tweet.
Okay.
And it was like, it just says like, I can show it.
What's a kid, like you like underage, or like you can't be?
No, like like a child.
Okay.
Like a child. And like and it's a necessary sign because there were children running around all over the place.
And then they get the boot at fucking.
Well, at 8 p.m. you get
no
kicked out.
children allowed after 8 p.m. on these premises. Sorry, it's the law.
Like they were just like full on kids running around.
Yeah.
And like it was.
And
it
then
was,
8 o'clock hits and it's
it
like,
was actually,
see ya.
And like literally at it, and like they were like, it's definitely like a very family type bar because
Sure.
like the bar backs went over and were like hugging the kids and tickling them, being like, "You gotta get out of here!"
Yeah. It's so funny because like you do that in America and things are weird. You're a bar back tickling a kid in America in a bar, you are going to jail. You do it over in jolly old England, it's like, yeah, we're a family place. You know?
It was actually, I want to look up because this was like such a. There were a couple of cool bars, but this one was so cool. I think it was called the Globe Hotel or something like that. I don't think it's actually a hotel. Like I couldn't recommend it. The Globe Inn. It was like such a perfect spot to go right after the game, which is crazy. You know what's actually nuts too? What they do is they.
I mean, that's like exactly what I picture when I. Like it's like let's go to the pub like before or after the game. It's that.
Yeah, but it wasn't never outside of the stadium was it as crazy as I thought it was going to be. Like
Yeah,
it was
like
like
in the
everyone's
streets.
kind of pretty like
Yeah.
like by the time, so we hung out in the club section for an hour and had like a beer or two after the game. But by the time we walked out, like the streets were pretty empty. There were like 2 pubs by kind of rocking, and then we went to the Globe pub, which was or the Globe Inn, where it was like. It was a chill vibe, but like, you know what everyone does, which is odd? Like everyone stops talking and they watch like the press game conferences, the post games. Like the pub gets pretty quiet and they're like let's
We're
see
listening.
Let's see what Klopp has to say. Let's see what Salah has to say. Which like you go to the post game and fucking
Nobody cares.
No one
Nobody
cares.
cares,
Like
yeah.
no one cares.
Yeah.
But it was like it's a very like that's.
I mean,
it's
that's
a
the
great
difference.
bar.
Though these people like live and breathe it.
Yeah.
It's not like you're not there for the fun. You're not there for the drinking. Like you're doing all that, but like you're there for, the X's and O's.
It was up, but then then again we like. chilled.
Are you like
See,
hanging?
that's the rug. It's a full fucking rug. The
Yeah.
whole place is rugged.
A rug is weird in a
Dude,
bar.
but it's like so. I tweeted it last night where I was like I'm in like a bar, and somehow it's necessary to say kids aren't allowed here. Like they don't have food there. It's
Right,
just,
so
it's
there-
just beer and some
There
chips.
is no reason for kids to be there.
Right.
But
Yeah,
there
you
are.
can't. The kid can't be
Well,
having
this
a
is
cheeseburger.
this is how it becomes cultural too, though. It's like he's probably waiting for the day he can be there at 8:01.
Right,
And when he
right.
finally can, he'll be like, I'll stay here, and drink all night or whatever the fuck it is. Are you at this point? Are you like talking with locals and making friends and shit? You got like a
very
crew?
much so,
Yeah.
dude. I was like, he's like one of the guys was like, what a great game for you guys to be at. Like I saw, I think I was telling them earlier, like a couple of times people came up to me and were like, they're like that was like I've never heard it like that. Like that
was the best it's ever sounded.
I'm from
been.
Liverpool and I've never heard it like that.
Yeah, so you got like the game.
It was
Yeah.
the fucking game.
Yeah.
But then I told one of the guys we were like busting balls about like I forget what, but I was like yeah, it was amazing tonight. Like I mean, like I'm gonna be honest, I kind of teared up during YNWA at the end, and he goes, bit much.
You ruined it. You took it too far. I thought you were cool.
It might have been about other things, okay?
I had some family troubles back home. I take it back. I take it back. I take it back.
55,000 people singing "You'll Never Walk Alone." Like, yeah, maybe it was on something else.
I'm staying here forever. I won't ever be alone again. Bit much.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Much,
You took
man.
it too far. You're a pussy American.
Yeah, it was no. Everyone was like so funny. Like it is weird too. We're just like, oh, everyone here I talked to was funny, and I'm sure the accent helps. And
Definitely,
all this, that.
yeah. I mean, you're also talking to like the ball busting, like sports. You know, even if you're not like a true hooligan, you're probably still more like a funnier guy than if you were like hanging out in like the financial district or I don't know whatever the fuck So you probably got the best of that world.
I was very I was telling them again. I'm gonna stop saying that because it's probably getting annoying.
They don't know.
Got asked a lot. Biden or Trump.
Really?
I was like, that's still a thing?
Wow.
I mean, I guess it was the last election, but and then
what did you do?
I would go.
Bree just did this. You see this?
No.
Bree on the Sleep When You're Dead tour. She just went around to college kids and did the same thing.
Really?
And they're all like, or they're like, fucking Trump. Like, don't give a fuck.
Like, here you go, brother. I'm gonna say this. Like with most elections, I agree with whoever I'm talking to. So who are you?
vote.
What can I do to make this interaction as little awkward as possible?
Did they care, or they just it's like a
I think it
reality
was just
show to
more
them?
like-
like
I think Paz was saying like he's like I'd probably like kind of do the same thing. Like, so you a Queen guy?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it, like
yeah,
it would.
right,
Like once you got in like well enough, like it wasn't strangers coming up to me and asking, but like we talked for a little while. Like, so you Biden or Trump guy? What do you think?
But what's funny is it's also like you could probably just answer it however you wanted and they wouldn't really care.
Yeah, right.
It's only over here where it'd be a fucking huge problem one way or the other. You get bottles thrown at you or whatever the fuck. So all in all, though, think about if you had just said no.
I mean,
if you just hadn't gone,
dude, that
if
just
you just stayed home.
It is crazy too. Like, and I don't want to sound like a fucking person who's been abroad one time or anything like that. But like, I get soccer now.
Yeah.
Not only like not that I never got it. Like I liked Liverpool
but
for
you-
6 or
sure.
7 years now.
Yeah.
But I just don't understand the game still to really any extent. but watching it at the game, I
So
got it a lot more than
Yeah.
watching it on TV.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know if it was because people around me would react, but like I could see plays forming a lot more clearly. Where I was like, oh fuck, I see what they're trying.
Right,
here.
and what they're getting excited about because it
Yeah.
almost
Even stuff like for some reason like I've watched it a million times on TV, but like I never really saw like if you pull up the solid goal, pull up my retweet from last night. It's like a crowd shot of the solid goal. But like usually I always thought that like the fucking deep balls were just getting it out of the zone. And then you see like, oh, I see how he's boxing him out, so it goes over his head and he gets to go. But this is the goal. Turn the sound on.
So great. So great.
It was so fucking sick. Like you can hear like the pullback. The
He really just fucked that up.
it was fucking. It was incredible. But then this morning, bro, today I did some of the most gangster shit I've ever done, which is I showed up at the airport at 12:15 for a 12:10 boarding and made my flight, bro.
Wow.
Gangster shit.
Dude, that's something we also need to overhaul. We're done with 2 hours before your flight. We're just done with
And-
it. Just get there when your flight fucking takes off, and fucking everybody just get on. Let's go. Let's stop with this 2-hour security freak show nonsense.
But I had an 8:30 train out of Liverpool. This time we had enough planning to get it direct.
Yeah.
So I had an 8:30 with a seat. It was a completely different train.
Okay.
So I got like a train with a seat from 8:30 out of Liverpool. Got to London at 11. Flights at 1. Boardings at 12:10. But London to Heathrow is an hour. Except the Heathrow Express, which leads from a different train station than I got into, that takes 15 minutes. So I
you're
got
cutting it close.
at 12:10. I got in a cab. 12:30 got to the second train station, which was Paddington train station, which is so crazy that Paddington Bear is actually like a thing there. like Paddington Bear was just all over this place. I was like, wait, like this is like you're Rocky? And then so I couldn't figure out how to get to the Heath because like it kept saying things like Heathrow Terminal 5 and Heathrow Terminal 3, and like I was like, I'm Terminal 2. Why are none of these trains going to Terminal 2? And I needed so much help. I'm like, can you please just fucking put me on the train I need to be on? Like I have literally no time to spare. here.
Yeah.
And they were so incredibly helpful. And get on the train. Heathrow 12:15. They don't have clear there apparently. The only thing that was convincing me I might make this flight is that I was like, I have clear, so I'll just rip through it.
Yeah.
Get there, no fucking clear. So I just had to wait in regular security line, which was long.
Yeah.
And I got through that at like 12:40, full sprint across the entire airport.
Had to be the last guy boarding, right?
It said like the
doors fucking
the
closing.
second to last, to the point where like once I got through, I just stood off to the side for a second to like gather myself.
Yeah.
I didn't stop breathing heavily or sweating until Greenland.
Until you got home.
And then,
oh man!
But somehow fucking made it. But it was, yeah. I mean, fucking crazy.
If it's not the greatest endorsement ever for Game Time,
right?
Where you can just like decide to get the tickets and go. Yeah, like you can just get on this app, open it up. Like, should I go to the fucking, Yankees elimination game tonight? Should we go fucking overseas to see whatever? You can get any ticket or go to the concert, go to the stand-up comic, whatever it is. You can open up the app, see who's around, see who's in your area, and see what prices are available, and just go. Game Time is the app of, like, do it.
Right.
Because you can always just not go to the game. You can always just sit on the couch, but do it. Open up the app and go.
I always disagreed with that. And I get that the fan experience at home is getting much, much better, but I'm always just being the building guy. Yeah. There is I've been lucky enough to be in so many big games. Because
being at home is you'll still, if your team wins, it's still awesome. And you're comfortable, and you didn't spend money and whatever. Yeah. But it's like it's never gonna be the same as like from now. I don't care if it's the year 3000 and you have 3D goggles that fucking project the game onto the table or whatever. There is something about when you say like, you were at Game 7?
Yeah.
You were there for Game 7? Like,
also, just having that moment.
You're better.
Like, the pause.
You're better than them.
Right.
Yeah, you're there because you're there for the silence.
Like, I felt
you
the
were
experience.
Part of the silence.
Like, that was the and I actually also I would strongly endorse going to games you wouldn't really totally go to, because like we were on the train home from Liverpool this morning, and I was like, bro, I forgot it was at the U.S. like the match of the U.S. Open like last month, thanks to Game Time.
Yeah.
And it was like,
dude, you know what I would love to go?
I'd never been to tennis, never been to soccer.
I saw Carabas was at the 18-inning Astros Mariners game. I would almost like to be.
I don't even know that happened.
It was 18-inning 0-0. It was a 1-0 win for the fucking for the Astros. The Mariners just got fucking Metsed. They I think they led for like 30 of the 36 innings in a 3-game sweep, and it was 0-0 into the fucking 18th inning, and then I don't even remember who. Somebody had like a solo shot, but shit. Like. Carabas was there, obviously, like no dog in the fight, kind of like observing,
Yeah.
And it's all I almost like I could never be a 0-0 18-inning Mets playoff game would kill me, like I would die. But just to be there and be like, because he said it was like. He was like, nobody knows what to do. Like, everyone's phones are dying. Their beer stopped being served. Nobody's getting any hits. Like, it's gone on too long. Like, that
I didn't think about phones dying.
Like, I mean, and then the Astros win, and it's just like, go fuck yourselves. And then that was for the series. Like, it's over. Like, Game 3.
Walk off? Was it walk off?
No, because it was in Seattle. So even worse though.
Yeah.
Top of the 18th, solo home run. They shut you down for 3 outs. You just spent like 8 hours at the ballpark, and your season's over.
That sucks. But it's still like.
But yeah. Like you were there. Like if you told me you're at the 18-inning game, I will like now know of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and you could be there courtesy of Game Time, where they have all the best tickets at the best prices possible. Man, they should have paid for this whole fucking segment. That's what this whole thing is. Go to Game Time, man. If you're thinking about it, go to Game Time, download the app, create a login, use code KFC, and get $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Download Game Time. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed.
Dude, by the way, 2 other weird things. These are both very quick. So Sunday night, I just like I chilled. Like I said, we went to like the pub, we went to the Globe Inn, whatever. And I got home and I was watching like the USA Network. It's like called like USA 5 or whatever, just because I couldn't hear more British accents.
I need America. I need some Americans.
So I watched like a few episodes of Law and Order, a few episodes of The Blacklist, and like. You know how they give, like, I don't know, they're just picking, like, this is what America is.
Yeah.
Law and Order and The Blacklist.
Right. Like, this is just, we'll give them the whole vibe of America by these 3 shows. Yeah.
But the,
a lot of gun violence.
Yeah, right. And so before, you know how they give, like, those warnings? They're usually more on, like, movies than
like
TV
this
shows,
was filmed in a time where, that kind of thing?
like just like violence, sexual nudity.
Yeah.
And, but they say it beforehand on there. and it was like this is gonna have extreme violence and gun violence and
A person
action.
speaking.
Yeah. And so like whatever, that happened, and then I watched a Blacklist, and similar warnings come up, and then another Blacklist, similar warnings come up, and I'm kind of like half sleeping, like I'm turned around, like not really listening or not really paying attention, like just being soothed by American voices, and then they changed the show, and because what got my attention, the only warning for this show was it's gonna have antisocial behavior. And I like popped up. I was like, "What the fuck is antisocial behavior?"
Antisocial.
And so then it's a show that starts it's like the CCTV show, which I guess is kind of their version of Cops, which is real pussy stuff, to be honest.
Well, yeah, they don't even have guns.
It's like, look what these cameras caught. This graffitiing, like legit. That's that kind of.
Give me some fucking.
Thanks for
toothless meth addict.
CCTV. We've caught the graffitier. I was like, really, dude?
That's all you got?
That's all we're getting. But then I googled what antisocial behavior is, and it's like it's basically their laws for civility. Like racism is a violation of antisocial behavior. Graffitiing is one.
Dude, I thought for sure it was going to be
gathering in a group in the street is one, which again like prevent hooliganism is one.
Yeah.
But like that's not what antisocial. Not here, at least. That's not.
Well,
what
it's like anti-society is what it sounds like.
yeah,
Not
I guess
social.
so.
Like not like your social life. It's like this is how we're supposed to behave as a society, and you're violating that.
I definitely
Yes.
thought it was going to be the show with that autistic doctor. For
Yeah.
sure. Like,
Yeah. Which, by the way, did you see there? This is, I guess, a couple weeks ago, maybe during the playoffs, I saw a commercial for it. Like there was like a, The Good Doctor, right?
Yeah.
There was like a hostage situation in the hospital for the Good Doctor. Something crazy where there was like full blown, like violence, danger, and the Good Doctor's like, because he doesn't know what the fuck's going on. He's like, give me the gun. I don't know, whatever. It was something like, here you go. Terrifying hostage situation, and it's like it's got this autistic guy who doesn't like understand the fucking situation. Like it's just a funny, like I can see like a fucking skit show of a hostage guy being like, "What don't you get, man? Like I'm gonna fucking kill these people." It's like
he's looking at the chart like happy, mad, angry.
Yeah. But then the last thing was the so we both zonked out early Sunday, and then my buddy ended up waking up at like 2 or whatever, and being like, he's like, "Dude, I can't sleep. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go out. Like, I'm gonna get some food and like maybe grab a drink at a pub or whatever."
Yeah.
And I was like, "All right, I'm gonna stay." And then they don't let singles in.
You can't just be a
guy.
single guy at a bar.
He went into one bar and they were like, you should go check out this one. It's a little chiller. And then he got to that one, and the bouncer was like, he's like, "Nah, we don't let singles in." And he's like, "No, come on." He's like, "You're just fucking with me, some American." And he's like, "Nah, mate, like I'm not." He's like, "Come on, bro. I just flew over here and turned the Liverpool season around." And he goes, "I like Man City." And he's like, "Fuck." He's like, "All right." So he went to another pub, and then that pub also said no singles allowed.
I mean, that's,
and he's like, maybe it is a thing.
It's probably, it's like you're a solo dude out there. You're gonna rape some girls.
It does, yeah. Like I can see that, like. But also, like, I've been to bars where I just drink alone. But like,
Totally.
I guess I bet
certain
there's a
bars,
time
certain
cutoff.
places. Yeah.
I bet there's like because
you go like
it's
happy
2 o'clock
hour
in
or
the morning,
whatever. But like,
time
it's,
it was.
if you're a solo guy walking into a bar at 2 a.m. when it's closing.
What's the point of?
At the very least, you're like predatory. Like I'm just gonna try to find a drunk girl to fuck her,
or a
at the
fight,
worst,
or start like maybe,
right.
Maybe you're like there's a reason your friends told you to fuck off and like you're not with them anymore. You're too shit.
You're alone for a reason
Yeah.
at 2 a.m. I was having a conversation this weekend with a couple different people. The amount of like casual. Everybody knows like several people who have been drugged is kind of wild.
I don't think I know any.
I know like I've heard of mostly like quote unquote funny stories where like the guy ended up drinking it by accident, or like I guess none of it's funny. But
Listen,
like,
I have theories. I've been drugged, but
well, you probably have. I was gonna say that's also the thing. Like you chances are if you've like partied for like 10 years, you've been drugged.
yeah.
Because it's just like everybody.
I just drank the wrong drink.
Yeah, I mean, I was probably talking to like 4 people this weekend, and all of them had stories that were like, I like saw my drink fizzing, brought it to the bartender, and was like somebody put something in my drink, like I need another one, and they were like, "Do you want us to pull the tapes?" And people were like, "It's not really."
The whole thing.
It's like there's like a madman on the loose poisoning people, and you're just like, "It happens." You know?
Like I don't want to pull the tapes because I don't want to deal with that. but you should.
Yeah,
Like,
right. I'm gonna
you
have
should
another
figure out
beer
who's
here
hanging out in the
and-
bar
Yeah.
and drugging people.
Right, because that's a problem for business. Let me tell you what. But yeah, I mean, like you could probably just stop that by the only people doing that are probably. I guess not only because you could be a frat boy with a bunch of your buddies and fucking do that shit too. But
you'd be a real psychopath.
dude, the last thing in the world I like to deal with is a drunk girl. You're willingly being like, I want to get this person to be fucking incapacitated, sloppy. Ugh, the worst,
I
dude.
carry a heavy body home.
Yeah. Just go. The ultimate. Just jerk off before you do anything. You really want to do this? You really want to do this?
I think the people who do it really want to do it.
You're probably right. You're probably right.
I don't think jerking off would change their minds.
Probably right. But to anybody who's
They
on the
probably
fence,
had a few moments of clarity in between their druggings, and I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna stick with that.
if you're ever debating it though, if you're ever on the fence about date raping someone, just jerk off first, man.
Have either of you ever been drugged?
No. But I know a lot of people have.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Everybody.
Like everybody?
yeah, it's fucking nuts.
I just drink my drink so fast. Though.
Yeah, there you go, Jack. There you go. I just chug. I'm blacked out. I do it by myself. Can't get drugged if you drug
I
yourself.
saved them the money.
I mean, yeah, but every girl we were talking to was like, I don't get wine at bars because it's too big of a glass.
Oh,
to
you
put
remember
it
that
in.
viral tweet?
I always cover it. I hold it like this when I walk around. Like,
I don't remember if it
hold
was a Vine or a TikTok. It was definitely not a TikTok 'cause it's a little older. I don't know if it was a Vine or just a Twitter video. And it was like a girl. Like you don't even understand what you're watching when you watch the video. You're like, why is this person like reaching over like drinks and stuff like that? And then like you don't even see anything happen. And at the end, it's like, oh, there's a bunch of pills in all these drinks.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I didn't even notice that happen.
And I guess in like a dark bar or a club, and some chick stumbles, and you just like sweep them out into a cab or some shit before anybody notices anything bad is going on. But it's like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I've had like been like holding girls up like outside of bars to like send in cabs.
Yeah.
And I was like,
listen.
like, yeah, just so you know,
Yeah.
I'm only putting her in this
Yeah,
cab. I'm not
yeah.
getting in this cab.
But that's another
Which
one.
is also like maybe that's not the best idea either. But like,
Well, that was another story that was shared. Was like this girl like saved like a random stranger who was like what's going on here? And he was like, nah, it's just my girlfriend. And she was like, no, it's not. And it was like, okay, we're taking her. And like they just put her in a cab and sent her home, like you said. Like
Right.
I don't know.
Oh, maybe-
I mean, someone on the other side's gonna do it to you also. Like I don't know if you're gonna get home or not, but I'm gonna stop this guy from doing it. But it's just like blatantly out there. It's fucking crazy. And a lot of times I think it ends up being like people being like I've only had one drink and I'm like falling over, like I know something's wrong.
Yeah.
And then they go home and they sleep till like 4 p.m. because their body has been poisoned.
I know that game. I did myself with NyQuil before. It does the trick. Wake up in a puddle of sweat at 4 p.m. Just confused. You're like, did I
What
drink too much NyQuil?
I roofie myself with
Oh,
NyQuil.
fuck, dude.
That shit hits hard, man.
I missed the whole day of work today.
Yeah, those people who like Robotrip, man. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Hey.
If I have a little bit
I had a
too
buddy
much
in
of a
high
sip-
school who didn't drink. He just robo-tripped and like
Like,
thought that was
regularly?
better. Yeah, like instead of partying, he would just chug. Like we'd all be like having
That
beers.
has to be horrible for you.
I can't imagine it's good. But like we would just be having beers in the basement. Like we'd be like cracking our first beer, and he just put down a whole bottle of Robitussin.
Yeah,
Like,
and just
all right,
sit and
boys,
wait."
let's hang out.
I kind of like it. I kind of like it. I mean, I saw somebody do it once, and it was the blue green color, and he puked it back up, and it was amazing. It was just this black death of black puke of death. It was unbelievable.
My buddy was also a green guy, I believe.
It's. I mean, I've never even considered. Like there's an extra gear. Like I think I would do like heroin before I fucking
imagine
robo-tripped.
sitting this was like freshman year. So like imagine like we like our parties would be like 4 of us hang out in a basement. We play Madden. Right. Like we drink some beers, and
He's like, "This is gonna kick in 5 minutes. It's gonna be awesome."
Yeah.
Like that is,
Dude, just have fucking 6 Bud Lights like a regular
right,
12-year-old.
right. But it's also one thing. It's like, we did that freshman year. Not like every weekend.
Yeah.
You know, like you guys gonna go to the store to pick up 6-pack? All right, I'm gonna go to CVS.
CVS.
So, yeah.
Can somebody give me Robitussin? I'm on a list now and can't buy it anymore. Like, the only guy I knew that did that was also the guy that gave himself stick and poke tattoos, who like had an arrow pointing at his nuts that had his girlfriend's name. They broke up. He crossed it out.
Oh, it
they
didn't
got
work
back
out?
together.
Oh,
it was
my
unbelievable. And so
He had an
like,
arrow pointed at his nuts with his girlfriend's name on it.
It said Aubrey's, and it was pointed. That's her real name.
These are Aubrey's balls.
It was-
Aubrey's
it was-
like, can I have the shaft at least?
Yeah, I was gonna say specifically the balls.
Well,
or was it just his junk?
I think he described it as like it's pointing towards my balls. That's why I always remembered it. And then he crossed it out, and then they got back together, and he had to like, I don't know, put an asterisk, but like
We're
he,
back again.
He just kept like crossing out. Yeah, he didn't make it to sophomore year.
Yeah, that to me is you're either a robo trip kind of guy or you're not. Like that's not something like I'd sit down and be like, I'm not doing that, and the guys would be like, no man, like come on, you can do it, and like I could get talked into it. You know, like you can talk me into some shit. You can't talk me into chugging a bottle.
You
of
could
Robo.
probably talk me into it.
We'll probably do it one day.
Talked you into
we had,
going to
like,
Liverpool. Yeah.
Yeah. If we had like a Patreon, it would be like 2,000 subscribers, and we'll roll it.
Yeah, you could for money. You could talk me into it for money.
Bro, you could talk me into anything for money.
Also, if you just told me it's really fun, you could probably do it. Be like, dude, no, it's awesome.
Well, I don't
Like,
think people do it because it's not fun.
I don't know. I can't imagine.
I just feel like I would
fun.
just pass out.
Yeah, I would think so. I have no. I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't even know.
because it's got.
Have you guys ever? Is this a young people thing at all?
What?
Do young people do this at all?
Oh, my
Yeah?
college roommate did it a ton.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I wasn't sure if that was like.
Oh, really? I thought it was kind of passe. Now.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
like that would be
Very, very
lame old
relevant
people thing.
college
Like
for
you
me,
drink
yeah.
your cough medicine. What? But I guess no, because like lean and all that shit got purple drink. All that got more It's probably more popular.
But that was at least with Sprite and stuff. That wasn't just pounding
But think
a
about
bottle.
that. But think about it. It's like that's like doing lean is like the pussy version.
Yeah.
You put a Jolly Rancher and like a little bit in. Like I fucking just drink the bottle, pussy. It's like you
But
you do
codeine's also
SoCo Lime, I just
codeine's
drink
way
whiskey.
stronger, right?
Codeine is
Yeah,
way stronger.
Yeah, you can't have a bottle of codeine, but or can you? I don't fucking know.
I knew a dude that
If
used
you're
to,
Lil
like,
Wayne, I bet you can. You'll
Yeah.
die three
Everybody-
separate times.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, I forget what it's called, but like there was a guy that would dip his joints into codeine and like
smoke that?
and then
Yeah, that's
smoke
cool.
that and
That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
I
he's
smoked a
dead.
joint last week.
he's dead now.
That was like definitely dipped in something.
Yeah,
It was like I just bought it at the
those are
store.
cool. Those are cool.
Dude,
I feel like smoking angel dust and shit like that is cool.
It was
Like you find out you smoked a cigarette dipped in PCP and you like did it and you're fine. It's like that's cool.
Yeah.
To be like, yo, I smoked some PCP.
As somebody who found out they smoked a bowl that had PCP in it, it's fucking weird.
Yeah, no, I mean,
you
it's,
get,
it's,
like-
it's horrible to do to people,
Yeah.
and like if you're drugging them and not telling them. But afterwards, it's like when it's like training day. Like I didn't know you like to get wet. It was like, yeah, I smoked
Yeah.
angel. To be able to be like, I smoked angel dust is fucking cool. That's just a fact.
I had a buddy when we were in Spain once. There was some dude just sitting on the steps with a skateboard, which is weird to see Europeans with skateboards to me. It just seems like an American thing.
What?
Because yeah,
Like it's
No,
like
I
that's
get that.
Europe.
Really?
Like, skateboarding feels pretty American. It's like seeing a
Like
European throwing
California.
a football around.
If I
saw-
What the
if I
fuck
s-
are you doing with that?
if I saw a man with a skateboard and he had that accent, it would throw me off.
Yeah, it was. This was years and years ago.
That is.
But he was
funny
sitting
thought.
on church steps, just kind of like like if you rest your feet on a skateboard and kind of just slide back and forth,
Pabs, who invented the skateboard? Yeah, keep going.
ripping a bong. And
out in public, just
yeah,
fucking ripping.
I
The
mean it
bong?
was like 2 a.m. kind of deal.
Right.
And he's like, you boys want a hit or whatever he said in Spanish, and my buddy went up and smoked it, and just immediately started walking away. He just went, not weed, not
Don't do it. That is fucking great. Where was it invented? Like California?
Bill Richards.
It's got to be
definitely
California.
a California.
Has to be, right? Like that's anybody else. Type in California with it. I bet you it's California.
California, Dana Point.
Yeah, gotta be.
Bill and Mark Richards.
The,
1958.
Yeah, like inventing that shit is also cool. Like what was Dogtown or something like that? Dogtown.
Lords of Dogtown, yeah.
Lords of Dogtown. Yeah, those guys have got to be the coolest guys ever. That and the surfers, the generation something. That type in generation and surfing. There's this documentary about it. It's called like Generation. Yeah, Momentum Generation. That if you haven't seen Momentum Generation, fucking watch Momentum Generation. You will want to quit your job and go be a surfer in California like right away.
Really?
It is.
Don't let me watch it then.
Dude, it is very fucking awesome. It's like I think it's like Kelly Slater and a bunch of those dudes, but it's like the guys who made surfing become like a worldwide sport. And there's like I think one of the guys died, and there's like beef, and there's one event, I guess, like to this day, where you have it's like you got to surf, right? But you got to also catch waves. And it's all about like if you catch a good wave or not. And there was this one time where you're both out there kind of going like, you know, wave for wave, trick for trick sort of thing. And this one guy pulled off some like awesome shit. And his competitor like went over to kind of like dap him up, like that was a good job, but it also really stopped him from getting the next wave. And it's like to this day debated, like did he do that on purpose or not? It's like there's a whole fucking world of it that you just don't know. And it makes you feel the worst. It makes you feel like when I see things like this, I'm just like, God damn it, I didn't live life at all. And I think we're doing some pretty cool shit. And I'm still like, this fucking sucks. Like, why didn't I just go live on the beach with a surfboard and a wetsuit and nothing else to my name until I became this, you know?
I call it one wave. I went out to Cali for a week, and like I took lessons every day. I call it one wave, and I was like, I'm good. That's all I need for the rest of my life.
I surfed. I surfed a wave.
Did anyone else hear Jackie's audible scarf when he said Cali?
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, they hate that. They hate that.
I don't know why I
That
said
and
scarf.
San
What
Fran.
word was I looking for? It's not scarf.
Scoff.
Scarf. There it is. That Boston accent, my classic Boston accent.
Did you hear a scoff? Jackie still has not blown her nose.
Oh, that's right. What's that, October 26th?
26. We have like 10 days left. And the other day I was sitting in here. I was doing a podcast, and she had her headphones on. We were like, so it was quiet, and you just heard like. She was like, it was just like heavy breathing through her nose and sniffling, and it was. I forgot kind of what happened. I was about to be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I was like, oh yeah, your nose has been mangled for the last month. But it was just like dead silence, and then just like.
Is it gross?
Yeah, well, it's not great. You know, if I was like on a date or something, I'd be like, this is fucking weird. But you know. What is that?
What is this here?
What are we looking at here? If I die of corona, please spread my ashes in the sand pit during the women's long jump. That sand is just covered in girls' butts and pussies. That's very, very funny. That's a great tweet. All right, let's get into. We'll do some Am I the Asshole, or I don't even know. What's
Today's
It's
news.
Tuesday.
today's news? Okay, yes. We're doing 1 Minute Man. Brought to you by Muggsy Jeans. We have we got it right here. Fresh out the bag, the new. We'll do an unboxing, an unbagging of the Muggsy Jeans Sad Boy season. Huh?
I was singing Frank the Tank's unboxing song. Sorry.
Muggsy Jeans Sad Boy season denim jacket, fresh out the bag. You can see the like. What's that, like a light wash denim, right? And
That's a light
and then
wash.
the buttons.
It's the classic stretch denim, though.
Yes, because it's all comfortable. It's like the same thing as that Muggsy makes their jeans out of, which are the comfortable jeans.
This is honestly, every time I wear this, people are like, that's a dope jacket. Where's that from?
And well, the silver buttons are what's fucking cool. If they were just regular silver buttons, I think it would work. But then you look a little closer and you see that sad little fucking sad boy. That little God, the fact that like. What did you do recently again? You made another slogan. What'd you do? Oh, the thing.
People started using the thing.
The
But
thing.
I said the thing. I've been seeing the thing for like 2 years. I don't know why people are stealing it now.
Well, it doesn't take much, man. It's fucking crazy.
Like the Phillies were tweeting it. I forget.
He did the
Oilers
thing.
were tweeting it. Someone else was tweeting it. Like, whoa.
The thing is pasta.
I've actually always like been like, I should probably just use it for any Bruins player. But I was like, no, it's fucking Pasta's thing. Pasta does the
Oh,
thing.
you can, it's not even just
No, it's not a Bruin. It's
just
David
pasta.
Pastrnak.
That's
Just he does the
great.
thing.
But the little cartoon, the thing, John's fucking madman out here, Don Draper, just with no money to show for it. So you can get this jacket. It's comfortable. It's stylish. It's sad boy. It's sad boy season. It's time to get it. You might as well get some jeans.
Oh,
while
speaking
you're
of
at
all
it.
this, we have a sad boy drop today of new corduroy shirts. That is hard to explain.
It's like a
They're like
it's like a collared.
It's like a 3/4 collared corduroy shirt.
Yeah, it's like not
They're-
a polo. It's not a like collared work shirt. It's like a t-shirt, heavier corduroy. Open
No, it is
chest.
collared.
No, but I'm saying it's not like a polo. Like it's not like a. I don't think of it as like a like a business casual work.
No,
shirt,
no,
you know what I mean?
definitively not
It's a
that,
collared
no.
shirt, but it's like a it's like a very chill.
Plus winter hats and the sad boy season hat that I've been wearing nonstop, but forgot on the plane.
Oh no! Somebody out there though.
Yeah,
Somebody scooped up
someone
a
got
free
one.
a free sad boy season hat over in London town. There's probably some guy wearing it right now. Doesn't even know what it is. So yeah, new sad boy out, Muggsy jeans out. Go to Muggsy.com. Use promo code KFC. Get 10% off plus free shipping on the jeans, on the jackets, everything else. If you don't love them, you can return them all for free. It feels like you're wearing sweatpants, and with the jacket, you're nice and stylish, but it's just as comfortable as the pants are. Also, it's perfect for the fall. It's that in between where you can wear it. You can wear your jacket, but you leave it on inside. You get all the compliment. The jean jacket, it's crazy because I have one too that has like a Sherpa on the inside, and it's like every time you wear it, it gets a compliment.
Yeah.
But it's like it's the jean jacket. It's the staple. I'm not wearing anything special here, but people like forgot about them or something, or they don't have them enough. It's like everybody should have a jean jacket.
Like every American should have a skateboard and a jean jacket.
That's it. That's it. Let's get a fucking skateboard sponsor for next week, and we'll do a 2-for-1. But like everybody should have a jean jacket, but they look at them and they're like, whoa. That's a great jacket. It's like, yeah, it's a fucking jean jacket. Go get it. Go get one. And now you can get it at Muggsy. So it's like, it's one of the most, wardrobe staples out there. So, but do it through us. Make us, help out KFC Radio and do it through Muggsy. And go to Muggsy.com. Use promo code KFC. All right, 1 Minute Man style on KFC Radio.
I know absolutely nothing.
You got
that
nothing.
happened.
Yeah, you went fucking. You went time traveling, basically.
I actually like.
I'm actually gonna try to think of things that like might not even be on here because I'm like, you don't know anything.
I was like, thinking like, what time I'm on, and it's actually like why it's very beneficial for me to go to Europe and for a weekend trip is like I don't live in a time zone. I live on just my own time.
Yeah, I know it.
Like time doesn't really matter to me.
Dude, I mean, I used to say when my kids were first born, I used to say me and John lived in different time zones.
Right. Yeah.
Because I would go to bed at like 8:00 and wake up at 6, and John would do the polar opposite.
Yeah. I don't think I'm on a time zone, but I've missed everything.
Yeah. I mean, you leave even just like the East Coast time zone. It's like, let alone if you go like a whole world away.
But like I just like you catch a nap here and there where you can't.
You're Kramer, man. You're Frank the Tank. You got your sleep routine. All right, first of all, 1 Minute Man, KFC Radio style. All of baseball's broken. The whole sport. The playoffs are broken now because all the teams lost. All the good teams lost, so we have to change everything. It's fucking insanity.
So
it's just that your team
is lost.
The Braves are out. The Dodgers are out. The Yankees are on the verge of elimination.
Wait, the Braves are out too?
Braves
who
got
they get
the
bounced by?
Phillies. Phillies worked their shit.
Really?
Just like I think it was 4 games, but it was like the Braves snuck one in there.
So that's why people are saying like Philly. It's just the Eagles and the Phillies are good.
The Mets getting bounced in the wild card round. 101 wins out. The 101 win Braves out. So by the way, if you're keeping score at home, the Mets and Braves played 1 playoff series each. They won 1 game each. The Braves lost 3. We lost 2. So at the end of the day, add up all the wins and losses.
Winning percentage?
I was going to say, at the end of the day, 2022 team better winning percentage than the Braves. I have to concede the kings of the NL East are the Phillies. Second place is the Mets. Third place is the Braves. That's just how it goes. It's mathematics. But between the Yankees are on the verge of elimination. So if
that's tonight. I thought I saw a tweet. Maybe
so that'll be Game 5. Was
there something about? I saw Hub's quote tweet something about they might postpone the game. Is it supposed to rain here tonight? Is that?
It is supposed to rain here tonight,
Okay.
and the
Disaster.
Cleveland Guardians are the 3rd best team in the rain, and the Yankees are 22nd.
Really?
Yes!
Throwing that out there.
I love shit like that.
I'm unbiased.
I have no dog in the fight. I unfortunately feel like by the time you listen to this, I think the Yankees will have won it. I feel like
Is Cole going tonight?
No, he forced Game 5, and he pitched well. He pitched like 7 innings, 2 runs. But the Guardians have done what the Mets do. They dink and dunk you to death. And bro, get this, Oscar Gonzalez. Oscar Gonzalez is now tied with Poppy for having the most 9th inning walk-offs in in the playoffs for his career with 3. He's a fucking rookie from the Dominican Republic. He has 3 walk-offs already in this postseason. It's also just still the DS. He had a walk-off in the wild card round, and I think 2 in the DS. And him and Papi are the only 2 guys to ever have 3 in like one postseason. But that's like it for everybody's careers. I thought Papi would have had like 9 walk-offs. But I guess a lot of them were like game time or 8th inning. So he only has 3 walk-offs his whole career. He did it all in one postseason. Oscar Gonzalez is this new guy. He's like he did it in just 2 weeks span. It was amazing, dude. It was amazing. It was like I watched it was one of the bigger dickhead things I've ever done. I was watching at a Yankee fan's house. Like I was a guest in their house watching, just fucking cheering for the Indians like right in front of their face. Just they're like casual fans, so it wasn't as bad, but I was like, I can't believe this is gonna happen. I mean, they needed to tie it. I think they were down 1 or 2 maybe. I think the Indians scored 2 or 3.
They were down 1 and they scored 2.
Right. It was, but it was also like hit after hit after hit. It wasn't through the home run. So I'm watching the Guardians, if you will, the tribe, do what the Mets I thought were gonna do. So the Yankees being on the verge of elimination, the Dodgers out, the Mets out, the Braves out. Everyone's like, yeah, the format's broken. It's like, well, the Astros are fucking killing it. So I don't know what to tell you. It's also like it didn't change. You lost in the divisional round. The divisional round is the same. Like
I was gonna say, what
for the last 30
major
years
change? I mean, I obviously know about
the
extra wild card.
The Mets got fucked.
No, I know
like they
about
didn't
that,
get fucked. They're the ones who blew it. Everyone else
once that round is over, it's basically
back to regular baseball. Yeah. What did happen though, and like I will care about the regular season, like getting to the postseason, you know.
Yeah.
But now, like I don't. The DS has 2 teams that won 80 games. There's 201 win teams sitting at home, while the Padres and Phillies. The Phillies were 14-17 in September. But they were like giving away the playoff spot, and they still somehow made it because the bitch ass Brewers fucking stink, and now they're just fucking rolling, and that's just how it goes.
I was gonna say, I feel like maybe baseball's just not used to that, because that's how I think most sports are, particularly hockey.
I know what happened.
Get hot at the right time.
I know what happened. This is what happened because they now do this wild card thing, and they now do buys and they do seeds. Like in baseball, for like 100 years, you were never the 1 seed, the 2 seed. You were just in the playoffs.
Yeah,
it was a crop of teams that were all worthy. Some won like 105, and some won like 92. But everybody was like, any of these teams could win, and it'll be okay. Now there's a clear 1 seed and a 6 seed and a first round bye, and so you see these like stark differences. And it just lends itself to being like it's an upset because the 6 seed beat the 1 seed or whatever, and you almost start thinking about like college basketball and you know like playoffs where there are just clear ranked teams.
There was a time I think hockey's kind of evened out, but there was a time where like more 8 seeds had won the Stanley Cup recently than the 1 seeds,
and that's where that was a little bit out of whack too. But this is just like you had a weird year where all the good teams lost. A lot of people are saying that the divisional round should be 7 games, but I don't know. You do a 7-game divisional, 7-game CS, and a 7-game World Series. Your pitchers are gonna be fucking gassed. Your teams, like so it's like you have a 5-game set. It offers a little bit of upset opportunity, and that's good for the game. It's just happened to be that all of the good teams lost, like except for the Astros, and the Yankees might hopefully they get bounced, and it'll be another one to add to it. But it's like,
but they're like worried about like the good teams not like I don't know I don't even understand. Are they trying to argue like for the marketing of the sport?
Just, I don't know. I think they're just saying that the you have
like the ratings. Like are they worried about ratings? Because I think this is cooler for baseball. Where you're like
definitely
fucking anyone can lose at any time.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, you tune in and ride the wave. You don't have to watch the team for 100.
If it's not Dodgers Yankees World Series, no one cares. Like yeah, you're probably right. Like I probably won't tune into a Padres fucking Guardians World Series.
That would be terrible.
But I think it's cooler for the sport, at least getting there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I just think it's crazy to have 162 and then have a coin flip.
Yeah,
like 162 should decide. Like, I don't know how much more you can give them than a bye. I mean, it's just a stupid sport. It's a dumb sport.
But
it's
also,
a dumb
like,
fucking sport.
I feel like 162. I think is quite crazy and
insane.
necessary. But like again, like my mind always goes to hockey. Like they play 82. That's a long
lot
season too.
Yeah, but it's like I guess if you played one. That's also why the Dodgers are getting a lot of shit right now, and everyone's talking about their like Mickey Mouse.
Was that a real screenshot I saw? That fucking
Are you talking about
Dave Roberts guaranteed a World Series?
Oh no.
I saw October 15th. LA Times published if there was ever a team that deserves to just be handed the championship and not have to play in the playoffs, it's the 2022 Dodgers, and they lost that night and got eliminated. It was like, what are you doing, LA Times?
Oh, he must have been kind of kidding if he's on the Dan Patrick show.
You never know. Dave Roberts is a fucking idiot. And
don't speak ill of Dave Roberts today. Today's the Dave Roberts anniversary.
The best.
It was the steal.
All time. But like, yeah, you played 162 games and then it's a crapshoot. It's like, well, then that was stupid. And they had their one Mickey Mouse ring was in the and you know what, like,
will win the World Series if
we play a full season and there is a postseason.
I mean, yeah. What do you want? You asked the.
Win the World Series in 2022. So I know where you're going with that.
no. What do
We'll
you
win the World Series this year. Put it on record.
Oh, never mind. He like tripled down.
Yeah, no, he sounds pretty serious about that.
Yeah. I mean, they won like 190 games, so they should have. But they fucking lost. Okay, so baseball's dead. We'll keep it with sports. Tom Brady blew up his whole family, left his left his
like
wife,
this.
blew up his family. Also, now his whole entire team hates him, all just to lose to Mitch Trubisky. How's that feel?
I think I actually think like it's. When I said I saw nothing this weekend, I saw some things. I exaggerated a bit. I think it's going way over the top. I think like the Brady hate like shit. Not like a hate because I know you know we love a rise, we love a fall. But like the really personal stuff, I think is like legitimately over the top.
Oh yeah, no,
like,
I mean, it's horrible,
dude. Did you see the fucking kid at the fucking Steelers game? Like, hey Tom, to tell Giselle.
Yes.
Which like I don't really care about the kid doing it. But, like, if you're the dad making that sign for your kid, you're a fucking psychopath.
Yeah,
you're a fucking like a actual psychopath.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a sign for my fucking 6-year-old son to hold to tell I'm gonna fuck his wife. Like, you're a psychopath, dude.
I do love you. Like, you always, like, I saw that sign and I was kind of like, that's weird. You will always bring me back down to earth. Like, that is so fucking bizarre. that is wildly inappropriate behavior.
Like, a dad stayed up after his kid went to bed on Saturday night to fucking paint this sign so his child can hold it. You are a lunatic, sir. and then, like, I saw, like, even the Barstool account was like, it was like, I didn't fucking lose my family. Like, it's when he's yelling at the video, him yelling at the offensive line, like, I didn't lose my family to be down to Kenny Pickett. It was like,
well,
all right, guys.
Heavy lies the crown, man. Heavy lies the crown,
It
dude.
is, like, I guess I understand that argument, but I think the personal shit goes a little fucking far.
Yeah, you think? You think? You think people on the internet are a little bit mean about personal lives? I also I saw on TikTok. I said Latina on the rundown. I don't know. What is Brazilian? Are you Latina? Are you Hispanic?
I would think
are
you're
you
Brazilian?
What? Yeah, you're Brazilian. Whatever it was.
I believe
though.
you're a German-Portuguese mix.
There is a sect of like Hispanic witch TikTok though, and I'll try to find some of these that are basically saying that, you know, these women who are either Latin American or Brazilian or Hispanic or whatever are so passionate, and I'm talking about, like, these are witches. They think they're fucking witches. That when you're married to a woman like that that Giselle like gave him his life power, and now that they've broken up, they are that he's gonna like waste away and whittle away.
Well, fuck him. These just so.
No. This one makes more sense than the opposite.
Because remember, it was the opposite for a while. That Giselle sucked all his life power out of him.
Yeah.
Because he won 3 Super Bowls,
yes.
and then there was a big lull.
Yes, you're totally valid in saying fuck those people who said like Giselle was the problem and now the solution. I'm saying that the what's more logical, that just a middle-aged white man refuses to fucking age and somehow just gets better, or he has like the dark arts on his side. Like, you look at that man, he should be.
Do you honestly have an answer which is more plausible? I don't think it's gonna be what you want to hear.
I think what Tom Brady has done has been is less probable than witchcraft. Yes. I mean, you'll never see it again.
No.
This will never happen
you'll
again.
never see it again.
It's not possible for a 45-year-old man who's played 20 fucking years to not get injured, to never fucking
Torn ACL.
one time fucking forever ago, right?
Also, I
Like-
think he spent at one point 7 years on the injury report.
Oh yeah, questionable. For
Questionable
like,
with his shoulder most of the time. Yeah.
But yeah, they were like, listen, like
Wait, so I had no idea where you were going with that, so I was kind of like jumbled. But so like it is a thing in Brazilian culture that there are witches.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It's TikTok, bro.
At USC, I like took a communications class, and they like taught it as like facts.
Oh, okay,
Like,
yeah,
There
so-
are witches, and these witches.
USC diploma really doesn't mean too much, does it? They taught it as
that there are
fact
witches,
that
like,
there are
like,
witches.
in
This was a communications class? Why? How did that come up?
And I was like, and somebody was like, "Well, are you saying that like the witches are like these are real?" And they were like, "That is offensive to question the witches."
Well, because there's like it's like pagan culture. It's like
Yeah.
you're not we're not talking about like Wicked Witch of the West shit, but Giselle is a Brazilian witch who's been giving Tom Brady his life force, and without her, he will whittle away and waste away and die. I kind of like that.
I don't.
Dave is like done with he is like anti Brady. He's just like
why?
He's just like he's done. He's absolutely.
Oh, I mean, I can
he's
say
cooked.
if you're making.
But
the
I
argument,
mean,
but,
like for like why now? Like you're telling me that he can't just like the next 3 weeks throw for like 600 yards
Yeah.
and shove it in everyone's face again for the 4 millionth time?
I think that's equally.
Dave is like, I mean,
probable.
he's clearly on his back nine. Like he's done. Like,
Well, yeah, Tom Brady himself would say that.
but it's like he's been
45
on his
years
back
old.
nine for fucking 100.
Yeah.
He's been on the back 100. It's just like, and he very well might be, but I just like, have we not learned our lesson that like he might just rattle off fucking 6 wins in a row?
It is also like, Jason, I mean, it's just the nature of the internet, the ebbs and flows of it. But like when this divorce was first announced, which again it hasn't been announced.
Tom Brady's going to play for 10 more years.
Like 10 more years,
Now
6
he's-
more Super Bowls, this
Yes,
and that. Like,
yes,
he has a bad week,
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Was that last week?
They have not been playing that well, but like,
when
but
he
him
when
personally, he
that
threw for like
Monday
500 yards.
Was that last
Yeah.
Monday?
He threw for like 303.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So bad. And
yeah.
I didn't see the game. Like, how bad was he? Was it like? I also feel like his bad games aren't as bad as people say they are. It's just like they're not Tom
They're
Brady.
not Tom
games.
Brady. Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, it's
Again,
it's the
I'm
internet
not
for
stop
you.
talking about ass. I have no idea what he did yesterday. He could have had a dog shit.
How about
game.
this? For we'll keep it moving here on 1 Minute Man. Dave Portnoy, he sent a message to Bob Kraft. Said, "Congratulations. I assume that my invitation to the wedding got lost." Do you know about this at all?
I know there was a massive wedding.
So
with,
he
like,
had a surprise wedding where they said they're having an event, and then everyone showed up and they're like, "It's our wedding."
Yeah.
So like Meek Mill is there.
that
Elton
picture
John
I-
performed. Dave said,
The picture of like the whole gang was
"Yeah,
fucking
I mean,
gang
yeah,
shit.
they've got a lot of people there that are very cool people." He was like, "It must be that I have so many houses that like they probably sent it to my Montauk house. I'm down here in Miami. It has to be that." I was like, "Do you think you're the only person with multiple houses to ever get invited somewhere, motherfucker?"
That is a good point. Everyone at that party has multiple houses.
I actually I didn't say that on the rundown. I should have. I was just laughing at the fact. I said, "Please don't." I was like, it wasn't even like a regular rivalry with Dave. I was like, you shouldn't send that because you should have some shame. Like to just be like, I clearly was invited and you forgot, right? Like just let the man fucking don't put that man in that position.
Yeah.
Don't put. I'm
also like, it wouldn't have shocked me if Dave was there.
That's what I said. I
Okay.
said either way.
Yeah.
Wouldn't shock me that he's there. Doesn't shock me that he wasn't there. He was like, everyone on the Patriots got invited. I was like, you're not on the Patriots. Like, I'm sure. He was like, how did that happen? I'm like, I'm sure there's some liaison that like his wife says, get all the people from the Patriots organization that need to be there, invite them. And you're not on the team. I don't know. Fucking sorry, Dave, but he did send an email.
Was there? Well, that must have really got Dave's goat.
That's wild. I didn't realize that.
So this is I forgot about this. This is the wedding that Brady like
skipped.
Well,
Yeah.
like
he also just doesn't go. He doesn't do Wednesdays anymore. He's the Mondays off kid.
But
he doesn't do Wednesdays.
that was announced like before the season.
Yeah.
And then,
I
but I saw a tweet that like
I miss.
Brady didn't do Wednesday. Brady didn't practice Thursday. Yells his O-line now, and then like a beat reporter quote tweeted was like he practiced every single one of those days.
Yeah, it's just not true.
Yeah.
but whatever. I mean, this was like I think Friday night, so he missed whatever for Friday night.
Ed
to do
Sheeran
this.
in the house.
Yeah, man. I mean,
I wonder like who are these people? Like is Sheeran there performing or is he like invited?
I know Meek. I know that Elton John performed.
Meek Mill,
and
I would
think
guess, was invited.
I think
he
Meek
might have
Mill
performed as well. But
I think
he was
I bet all of those performed because I think Meek Mill and Elton John did. So I'd be surprised.
Meek and Bob Kraft definitely have some kind of relationship. Like,
Yeah.
I
Oh, yeah,
think-
yeah. You got him
forget-
out of jail and all that shit.
Yeah,
right?
he was a part of all that. So
Yeah.
like I could see Meek Mill just being invited, but I would guess the other two, like, you gotta play music first, then you can hit the bar.
It's funny to think, like, Dave was like, whatever about it on the rundown, but there was a moment, like Saturday morning, when he realized this, that he was like, "What the fuck, man? Like, why was I not
How
there?"
many have they met like way more times than I thought? I mean, obviously there was Brady Belichick.
He got
Portnoy.
invited, so I was making fun of him for it. I was like, "Why would you be there? Like, you don't know his wife that well." And he's like, "We went to dinner a couple times." Then he told me,
I didn't know that.
he told me that he got invited to Bob Kraft's house for a personal Rolling Stones concert. So I was like, okay, then
I
yeah.
think that was at Gillette.
Oh, he made it sound like it was at like his house.
No, I think it was his party because that was the Team Impact Gala last year. Was
Okay.
on the field at Gillette, and
All
I
right.
believe I heard that tent was just left up from the Stones concert.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. He made it sound
I
like
could
it was,
be
like,
wrong,
at his
but I
house.
think that.
But he said that he rattled off enough things that I was like, all right, you've been invited to a bunch of shit with Kraft, so
Yeah.
like, and he was like, he goes, I didn't say it. He said Brady, Portnoy, Belichick. And I didn't say it. Keeping with pop culture, Hailey Bieber and Selena Gomez took a picture together.
Fucking right, they did.
And the girls are just coming, bro. They are just loving it. Girl power everywhere.
Why? Did they not like?
I'll tell you why. Alex Cooper.
What?
This goes back to Alex Cooper. Like a week ago, Alex Cooper had Hailey Bieber on her show, and she was like, for the first and only time, I will like address this, even though she didn't. She never like said Selena's name. She just kept saying like his ex and the ex girlfriend and stuff like that.
Which is like, I get kind of being like, I don't know, when I talk into a microphone, I say my ex, and I kind of leave it a little bit vague.
But
you'll
people
know
know
what
your
I'm talking
girlfriend.
about, right?
People know his girlfriend.
That's good, but he's got multiple girlfriends.
True,
but he's
But
got
we're talking
one
about
girlfriend.
Selena.
Yeah.
So she was kind of like, yeah, like I don't have any ill will with Selena. Like, you know, it's not her job to police her fans. Which is kind of bullshit though, because then I saw like a supercut of all the time Selena was like, "Don't do this, don't like stop, don't harass them, blah blah blah."
Yeah.
So like she did try to do it, and then they were at some event together. But this is like clearly, you know, for PR purposes. I'm sure they definitely don't like each other or like are like whatever with each other, you know.
Hailey Bieber looks a lot like Giselle.
Yeah, she does. So, but this is
Probably
what's
a Brazilian
fucked up.
witch.
So we're doing the rundown, and this is why it's just like the worst to be a girl. So Dave's like, Hailey Bieber and Selena took a picture. Hailey Bieber looked a lot better. Her outfit was so much better. Not a great angle for Selena. And like, you know, Fran jumped in and it was just like, well, this is why. This is what we do.
Yeah.
Like two girls took a picture, we immediately compare them and say who's prettier and who's uglier and who looked good and who looked bad. And now I'm sure they hate each other because of how the internet's reacting, even though they had nothing to do with each other. But this is how it goes. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's wild. There are very few people. It's a short list of people.
I don't think I've ever really seen Hailey Bieber. She's a rocket launcher.
She done grew up. Yeah, she went from
Hailey, I apologize. I see you now. Okay.
Yeah, that she's the one who Alec Baldwin called a pig, right? Or is that the other daughter?
Yeah, no, that's her.
Yeah,
he was Hilaria,
wrong.
I think. No, Hilaria's wife.
Ireland Baldwin.
I think.
Yeah. Either way, Hailey, you are pretty. But there's very few people on the list.
You know what's weird though? If you said, I guess like pretty, this is what Fran's complaint was. That the Kirk complaint was about the comparison. But like I do think if you comment, this is a pretty picture, that's weird. Comment a bunch of fire emojis.
You're
Totally
fine. You're totally fine. You're hot. Yeah. There's very few people who just a picture of you can like make waves. You know, like when Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie were, Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston were like in the same room together.
They had like the hand
It
holding
was like
kind of deal.
whoa,
Yeah.
you know. And I was gonna do 1 Minute Man on it and try to like think of like what would be the guy version, because I mean girls went nuts. You know what I mean? And it was like it's all like.
I think I got it. The Rock and Vin Diesel.
Yeah, like I but even that is I thought of that one. It's like that's not even all that publicized.
Yeah, that's very like.
It's like
very
there's
quiet.
like a couple rappers who you wouldn't expect to be together. There's a couple like athletes that maybe, you know, I don't know, had beef or whatever, but like just the presence, being in each other's presence and
I hate that I'm about to say this. A big one was Brady and fucking Portnoy when they took the picture together at the Derby. That was that, and that's definitely
it's
more
within our,
local
because
to our
I was gonna
community.
say when you said the Brady Portnoy picture, I didn't know what it was until you know.
But that like I mean like everyone's
Yeah,
like
that
what
made
the
waves.
fuck?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
But again, we have a smaller community than Justin Bieber does, so.
That's fucking wild.
Wait, say
What
that
is-
one.
what does this mean?
I wrote that down because that one's so crazy to me.
BTS, the
band.
K-pop band,
Yeah.
is going to the army.
They have to join the army. And they've like agreed,
right.
like they're like, we're gonna do it.
You have to. I
Like-
think otherwise you're like you're
But
dead.
I think you can be like, I'm just gonna stay in America.
Yeah, yeah,
How about
yeah.
that?
Right.
But it's also not North
I'm
Korea.
calling-
it's South
I'm-
Korea.
Well, that's
It's a good Korea, not the
It's
bad
all
one.
the same.
Come
on.
No, it is not all
No.
the same.
If you gotta go to,
That's actually two crazily different countries.
but if you gotta go to the fucking army, it's not like it's like. You
But I
know,
think they're, like,
both of these. Okay,
Greece is one,
they're-
too,
they're-
right?
They're
Like-
they're very different, but they both suck a lot. Okay, so I have to go to the South Korean.
Go to the army.
I'd actually venture to guess the North Korean army might be more fun.
But like, I think it's only one so far who's committed. But the fact if you end up fucking, Korea, I guess no Korea. Like, I was thinking back to Greece and Giannis. We're like, I don't think a Greek has seen action.
You might have to fight. You got a border, man.
Right.
You might.
You
your
might-
neighbors fucking
Right.
problems.
In the Designated Survivor episode with where the DMZ gets really infiltrated,
It's a mess.
really things get lit up.
And let me tell you, if South Korea is depending on this, I don't like the chances.
But can you imagine, like, you're at the demilitarized zone, you're staring across Kim Jong Un's fat little stupid hat, always looking across with goggles, and you're standing there and you're like, is that the guy from fucking BTS next to us? Like, imagine America was at war. Like, is that Justin Timberlake?
Imagine you're in you're in a foxhole with these guys.
Like,
What's crazy, and maybe this is just because I'm racist, but I don't know if anybody distinguishes between any of these guys. I've never heard one person say the name of a person in BTS.
I've heard a few of the names. I don't recall them, but I've definitely heard a few of the names.
So there's so many of them. There's
Jin's the one going.
7 of them.
Yeah.
Their names are always trendy, and one of them kind of looks like a slur, and it always catches me by surprise.
I'm gonna get the BTS mob on my fucking case.
Well,
These
now,
guys,
now at
I'll
least
tell you
them
this
calling
much.
themselves
Let me tell
the
you
army
something.
makes sense.
Let me tell you something. BTS stinks.
Oh.
These guys fucking suck.
Dude, I strongly...
And I'm not just you.
I disagree.
What song do you like?
I don't know. Dynamite. Bang!
Bro, these
Motherfucker
songs
had that on not deck, but it was on the on deck circle.
These. It was we had a pinch hitter who came in and he got a blue single, but we got the hit. These guys suck. All of their songs suck, and all of their features that
Do you just
American
not like
people
pop
do.
music?
No,
because like this, it's good. It's
no,
good
it's
pop music.
no, it's not.
I think it is. Again, I'm not.
all
I'm not
of
gonna sit here and
the
pretend I've ever
songs-
like. Fucking
You've never put on one.
I've never put it in my Spotify.
So then it's not
But there have
good.
been times where I'm like, ooh, what is this? Like,
No,
BTS.
but that's what I mean. So it's like it's just whatever music. Like, and all the American artists who like do a feature with these guys, those songs are all fucking terrible, and they're just catering to a gigantic fan base that they want to steal away.
Yeah.
There's no like nobody like cares about fucking BTS.
I don't. Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
it's
well,
not like when
first of all, that's great.
I'm saying a lot of
maybe
wildly wrong things today.
But not people in this room. But
No, but I mean from a
dude,
point of view.
it's gonna like you tweet BTS and it's like viral.
I mean, what I mean is, these other artists aren't like, oh my god, I got to be in the studio with J-Hope, Jin, and Jungkook. Like they're just fucking like, we just need to do a song with BTS to get 1 billion Asians to listen to our music. That's what they're doing.
I would not have guessed these are any of their names.
How about V?
Jungkook, Jimpin, J-Hope, RM, Jin, Suga, V. I wouldn't have guessed any of those. Jin, I probably would have.
Jin is the guy, huh? Jin's the guy. I would have guessed Suga with that hair is like the standout one. These guys stink, man.
You're gonna have a rough day on the internet tomorrow.
What else is new, Nick?
Yeah, it's Tuesday, dude.
Yeah, no fucking kidding.
You're gonna
And,
get this. The Yankees are gonna win.
Don't
Like
you say that.
something-
Don't you put that out there. I need the Yankees to lose. Going to the Army it's very funny. This is very Buster Bluth-esque, like going to the Army.
Yeah,
the way you put that. It's like going to the Army. I'm going to Army, mother. I won't be back.
I think I wonder. I mean, they're obviously going to get very special treatment and shit like that. But like, I wonder
How
like,
that
what
works.
like does
Yeah.
does anyone else in the army? Are they like fuck these guys?
Yeah, these
Or are
guys
they, like,
stink.
Or they're like, no, these guys are the man. These are like I wouldn't know how it, like if I I would guess no.
Think
Kids
about
like-
if you sent NSYNC to the army. I don't think they'd be like, "Fuck yeah, guys."
If I was in the army with them, I'd be like, "Fuck yeah! What do you mean, fuck yeah? Hell yeah! This is dope, dude."
You're not in the army, bro.
These are the guys who did bye. You turn down the fucking Iron Maiden for a second and respect greatness.
Oh, that was funny. That was fucking great. That was funny. Come see this guy live at fucking Caroline's, man. That clip of you talking about killing babies is so funny, bro.
We're putting our foot down and we're putting an end to this idea where you guys can just act like it's normal that you all want to fuck serial killers. No, we're done. I'm fucking done with it.
Dude, I asked Jackie the other day, I was like, do you find like, we were talking about Dom, and I was like, do you find like serial killers hot? And Jackie was like, serial killers? Yeah. Yeah.
Don't
And
you
I'm
guys
like,
want
I
to
was
fuck
being
Casey
specific.
Anthony?
What?
You want to fuck Casey Anthony?
Well, that's a different story.
My show isn't.
Hey, you know what I'm talking about back there. I don't want to fuck Casey Anthony, but I will. That's the difference. You fucking got that about it. You really just took the words out of myself. Not to say, point girls.
So yeah, we're done with that. You guys can't just be like, we love serial killers anymore. I mean, you can, but we're gonna call you crazy.
Also, by the way, Casey Anthony killed one.
I didn't even eat it.
He was barely a person. That's not even technically a person. I've killed babies before. Sorry for being pro-choice.
That is, we have a clip right now.
That came out at the right time, just as I was leaving the country. Like, I'm not gonna deal with any of this shit.
Dude, that was we usually don't put a lot of clips from our live show on the internet because we can't. But that was so fucking funny. Us just on stage screaming about how girls are so ridiculous because they want to fuck serial killers, and then this girl just stopped us in our tracks, going, "You said you'd fuck Casey Anthony."
Yeah,
and we tried to spin it, and we were just like, "Nah, that girl's got it."
No, but also if Casey Anthony was just going around killing adult men, I'd be more hesitant to fuck her. I would be. I'd be like, I can take her. I'll fight her.
If anything, you'd be like, I welcome the challenge.
It's like, what's the movie? Fucking
Monster?
No. The goddamn, I forget her name.
Black Widow type thing.
Max Greenfield's in it.
Yeah.
Fucking
Dangerous Woman or something like that.
Yeah, Dangerous Woman, I think.
Or
like
something woman.
I don't think. I guess Adam Brody's in it. Yeah, it is. Promising Young Woman.
Promising Young Woman.
Good movie, very good movie. But like, if there were rumors of this hot blonde walking around, fucking and killing people,
you that would be your dream.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying.
You would definitely fuck that girl.
I don't know.
You'd be like, I get to fuck this hot blonde, and then also maybe my dream comes true.
like she's gonna slit my throat though. Like, I don't fucking know if I want to sign up for that. That seems like not a great way to go.
But bro, that clip. I mean, it was. You would have thought.
Once again, she actually never kills anyone in the movie.
I was gonna say, you're thinking Gone Girl.
No,
I still fucking don't. I think she kills McLovin.
He's the first one?
Yeah, like the way they transition it, it's like there's blood and then it looks like it's her she's putting ketchup on a hot dog.
No,
it's
I
like,
thought it was a red
blood.
pen she's writing with.
But that's the other thing. Yeah, she has blue and red ink, and it's like these are the guys that she let go, and they're in blue ink, and then there's red ink. It's like I think that means she fucking killed them.
I mean, that would make sense. That would be logical.
Right? It's like you got to kill somebody, bitch.
But there's not an
Can't be a
on-screen
fucking
death, right?
Right. It's all kind of,
like an official on-screen death.
Right. But that clip, man, is so fucking funny. Go to our social. John, I killed babies. That's not even, doesn't even count as a baby. It was fucking hilarious. And we have another show tomorrow, which crept up on us real fast.
What?
What? Yeah,
Show Wednesday.
Yeah,
Bro, didn't we? Like, I was on that call. Weren't you guys like stay in London for the week?
Bro, I don't know about that, but I said today.
I mean, we probably forgot.
Yeah, I said, I feel like we had a show 2 weeks ago, and Nick goes, we did. It's like, fuck,
we
what
did?
are we doing?
Where were we 2 weeks
It was like 2.5 weeks ago in DC.
That was 2 weeks ago?
It's like,
like
3.5, but it's
3.
like, it's pretty close to 2 weeks. I was like, what?
Bro, I did like.
We have a show.
I'm learning
tomorrow.
right now. We have a show on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got to sell some tickets, so we got to do a show. So please go buy your tickets. We are going to have several people in the building that night that are like kind of looking at things and talking about buying into things. So bring the heat, bring the noise, come out, see us Wednesday night. We'll take pictures with everybody. We'll do some drinks. We're also doing a $1,000 Halloween costume contest. So if you want to dress up, it's the funniest costume. I don't want you coming in and being like, I'm like Winston Churchill or something. It's like, actually, that'd be pretty fun.
That would be pretty good.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good. But I don't want you coming in like, I don't want to have another fucking Avatar moment. In 2010, I threw a party at Saloon, and I said $1,000 to the best costume, meaning the girl who wears the least amount of clothes. And a girl showed up as Eve from the Garden of Eden, and she had like a nude bodysuit on and a like just like a piece of green felt covering her pussy. And I was like, you win. And there was this couple dressed as a full-blown fucking Avatar couple. I mean, right off the set of James Cameron. Blue fucking, they didn't look human. They had huge platform feet on, so they were like 9 feet tall. They had like spears and shields and shit. I was like, what the fuck is this? And they were like, we have the best costume here. And I was like, I guess so. Like, yeah, off the set of right off the fucking Hollywood set. I guess it looks better.
I agree. I was at this party. I agree they should have won.
But that's also, not why we do this.
I know. But also at that party, you like you just like we had barely interacted. Like maybe we had met once. And I showed up as a rabbi.
As a rabbi,
yeah,
I was a fake Jewish, yeah.
And you just like handed me a camera and you're like, take pictures of people.
Yeah.
And like I'm guessing you meant like tell them and stuff. I was just like going at the people, snapping a picture and walking away. Like I don't think I ever even gave the camera back.
I was gonna say I don't have any memories of going through the pictures being like, these fucking suck. But that was those were the days where this is like how much we're dating ourselves. Like we would put together a blog afterwards, being like, here was our party at the bar. Here's what it looked like, because we didn't go on social media and just like upload videos and pictures. It was like you had to look at a photo dump from like Flickr. I had like a Flickr account. Remember that? I mean, it was some old school shit. But I don't want to deal with that. So I want either. I mean, you can dress fucking slutty again. I was thinking of it more funny.
I think more funny.
You can dress slutty if you want.
I'll tell you what. If someone comes in a fucking authentic Winston Churchill outfit,
yeah, that person will win. Actually, you know what?
I'm like really sold on this.
You know what? Right now, let's have a Winston Churchill contest. Who is the best Winston Churchill at the live show? We'll give out $1,000 to whoever is the most convincing Winston Churchill. How about that? I decided we're gonna do the golden ticket. So one person from Wednesday night's show will win free tickets to New York KFC radio shows for life.
That's a good one.
So you can buy
or any case if they want to travel. They can.
Well, I don't want to go down that road because then eventually we're going to be, it has to be in New York.
Yeah,
because
if they're like how often are they going to come to a Phoenix
travel
show?
Yeah, you're right. Okay, all right. Yeah, we'll extend it to everybody.
You want to come do an LA show? You can come do an LA show.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? That makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't think we're throwing a lot of money out the window there.
No, you're right. We draw your name. You can come to our shows for free for life. So it's like we were also talking about, could we do a 50-50 raffle? Could we do 50-50 raffles at our show? It's probably like illegal and probably, I don't know if we can pull it off. But wouldn't that be awesome if we just had a big fat cash prize every show?
I don't think it's illegal.
I forget what the rule is.
I don't think we can pull it off either.
But like if it's just like you have to buy your ticket and then also there's like a $10 pot and someone's walking away with like $3,000 or some shit, that'd be cool.
That would be very cool, yeah.
Yeah, it would not be a 50-50. It would be 100% to them.
It would. I think it would be 50-50.
Or 50 to the. I
was gonna say a charity.
Oh, I was gonna say like the waitresses and like that.
Oh,
shit,
that works too. Yeah, I guess that is kind of charitable.
So either way, it's gonna be a time. It's gonna be a show. Get your tickets Wednesday night. at Caroline's on Broadway. Movement Watches. Join the movement today. It's the American watchmaker that sells watches as well as sunglasses, other accessories. They've got the look and quality of the department store, but they also have a fraction of the price. Now they've moved into minimalist jewelry. So you can get some, I'm imagining some like pendants and some bracelets and stuff like that. They also have the blue light glasses to save your eyeballs from that light. And style essentials that don't break the bank. If you want to elevate your style and save money at the same time, go to Movement today. Join the movement at mvmt.com/KFC. Get 15% off with free returns and free shipping at mvmt.com/KFC. Get your watches, your sunglasses, your eyeglasses, your minimalist jewelry, and more style essentials today. And don't break the bank.
Could you grab me like a bag of chips or something real quick? By the way, sorry, before the voicemail start, one, I can't tell you how wet my pants are right now. Not from pee, from sweat. Like I'm
swamp ass.
I'm sitting in sweat right now. Like it's my knees. It's fucking everything because I don't know. They just haven't dried or whatever. And I have an embarrassing thing to say. Like,
oh, do you?
in the bathroom in the plane, there's like it's called like a clothing freshener or something like that. And it's like it's just to like freshen up your clothes. And I was like,
You sprayed it on your body?
I sprayed it on. No, I fucking sprayed it on my underpants.
Oh.
I had it like down my butt. Where I was just like,
like a Febreze bottle?
No, it's not a Febreze bottle. It's like
a squirt bottle.
See if you can Google like United.
Like the Sun-In bottle, like a bottle like that.
It's a little yeah, no, it's a pretty comparably sized to this.
But like, what kind of spray is I'm talking? Like, what's the top like?
It's like it's just it's not like yeah.
It's one of those squirts.
Yeah,
squirt.
And it's like I don't know. It's like called clothing freshener, and I was just like, my clothes are not fresh. I was wearing a dirty T-shirt because I only brought like 2 T-shirts the whole trip.
Did you just even like? I wouldn't even like pack them. You just leave them in the hotel and just go home.
No, cause one was a Liverpool jersey, and I wanted to bring that back, and one. This dirty T-shirt over here. That's why I got in here and I changed. I was like, I have to put on new clothes. I actually was gonna buy. I'm actually upset because I thought it would have been funny. I was gonna buy clothes. I didn't have time in London, but I was gonna buy clothes at the Newark airport. Just come in a Newark sweatshirt and a Newark hat. But when you go through customs, it just spits you out. You don't see any show or any stores or anything like that. But the other thing that happened on the plane I forgot about on the way home just now. They served shrimp, like to everybody.
Is that Chick-fil-A? Holy shit!
Fuck!
Oh my god!
I brought goldfish just in case.
Oh my god! No, we'll eat the Chick-fil-A.
What the fuck,
bro? You are like a queen, like a goddess.
How did you do this?
Probably right. Oh my god, this is amazing.
Wow.
This is amazing.
This is amazing.
This is like the best thing that's ever happened to me. That was amazing.
Honestly, I was going to ask for food or something? Like, I almost got insulted for a second. Like, we started the show, like, he's going to want food. I'm going to get him. Well, all right, we got to just pause for a second.
Yeah.
Maybe they should just mute us while we eat.
And it wasn't like... It was like, it was an option, and one psychopath could get it if they wanted to.
Everybody was eating shrimp.
It was with the chicken dish. So I took a picture of it. It's like, I got, first of all, the steak I had on the way there was genuinely the worst thing I've ever had in my entire life.
That was the most disgusting picture of food I've ever
Let me
seen.
see it. Like milk steak?
I think it was milk steak.
It was. Do you know how bad something has to be for me to not eat it? And I didn't need it. I took one bite and was like, "There's just no way I can continue eating this." I wasn't even taking a picture. I was taking a picture of the TV. Actually, the steak just happens to be in it. Yeah. But then there's fucking. Here's a shrimp, where it was like it's just a chicken dish, and then the dish came with 2 fucking pieces of shrimp. Ugh. So like, 1, you'd be a psychopath to eat shrimp on a plane. I think. And 2, like, if you're. Like, if everyone on the plane has shrimp on their plate, the plane smells like shrimp.
Absolutely. Also, if you're, like, allergic to shellfish and shit like that.
Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't think about that.
That's insane.
It was. I was like, wait, what did you say? And they're like, would you like chicken and shrimp? I was like, I'll just do chicken. It actually comes with both.
This is the flight that left from London?
This is the flight today, yeah. And the chicken actually was pretty good.
See, they're fucking weird, though.
But it was a Newark-based airline, so I don't think it was. Actually, no, I did get my snack with it was British toffee.
Somebody just scored.
Hell yeah.
Was it pasta? No, Jake DeBrusco. Yeah, no. I mean, there's certain rules that America abides by that nobody else does. Like shrimp on a plane. No, we're not doing it. We're not fucking doing it. All right, let's get into these voicemails. We got this kid in the woods.
What's up, Kevin, Feits, Jackie, rest of you guys? I'm out here on a tall boy walk with the boys, and we came up with a hypothetical for you guys. If you had to obliterate one season of holidays, which of the 4 seasons would you choose? If you take out winter, you're taking out both Christmas and Valentine's Day. But spring has St. Patrick's Day and Cinco de Mayo. You got to think of every single holiday within
These
the
guys
season.
are so fucking
Which
high and
season
drunk.
has the most expendable holidays?
Also,
Bro,
Love
he
you
said
guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say these. So this is some underage drinking.
You're drinking in the woods, you a child. I'll tell you exactly how many times I've drank in the woods since I turned 21. 0.
Bro. Look at the guy chugging whatever the fuck that is. Some tall boys. That kid's drinking like Steel Reserve. This is like I stole this from like the local gas station.
These are the fucking boys.
Oh,
right
these
here,
guys
bro.
are awesome. I love these kids. What is he? Is that? Oh, it's a seltzer. That's fucking great. This is for sure promoting underage drinking.
Yeah, but that's how you get cool, bro. We're promoting underage Robotripping earlier, so I think we're taking a step up here. But I have a question before we get into this silly question where you forgot.
Look at these guys. These guys are so cool with their fucking the plaid shirt tied around his fucking waist, and everyone's got a mullet.
This is guys being dudes.
This is awesome. This is so cool.
But what's the deal with this haircut?
It's awesome.
But no, like Gordon Hayward just got it. Like it's a thing. It's not just his haircut.
It's like half Peaky
don't
Blinders, half mullet, half bowl cut. Also, just like straight across the front.
It is like
it is. I mean, I'll
How
shoot
does a haircut
I'll
like
shoot
this
you
gain
straight.
popularity?
That is grotesque. It's so awful that it's cool, but it's not a good haircut.
It is. No.
It is a horrendous haircut.
But like a kid drinking in the woods can have it. Gordon Hayward can't have this fucking haircut, dude. Gordon Hayward, you're 40 years old, bro. Go.
This kid is fucking 14. I love it. These kids are so awesome. I want to be like Big Brother. I want to like sponsor these kids.
No, I want to be their little brother. I'm like, boys, can I just come do whatever you guys are doing?
Bro, my man said Valentine's Day.
Also, here's the podcast we've gone through, like how it was weird when like I would, as a child, would hang out with an adult who came out of the woods. And we're like, this is the vicious cycle that happens. Now I'm like,
live long
boys,
enough.
can I come hang out in the woods?
You either die or live long enough to see yourself become the pervert. Bro, this guy said you can't get rid of the winter because you'll lose Christmas and Valentine's Day. Not even cracked a smile. He did not say Thanksgiving. He said Valentine's Day, man.
Like, I mean, November
and then he
is
brought up
definitively
Cinco
winter,
de Mayo.
Right? Is he going by actual dates
Probably.
kind of deal?
Probably.
And November is technically.
Either way,
I think he's going by quarters in school or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Well, like if you're going by when
winter is
starts,
technically
I
like
bet Thanksgiving is fall.
Yeah, no, it definitely is.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, I think
like December, like late December is
it's technically when winter starts. Yeah. So you know, if we're doing that, but if you're doing that, then you gotta go, like then summer has like no holidays at all. You have like July 4th and that's it.
That's it. Yeah, and I'm always quick to kick summer out of bed.
Me too. Yo, summer holidays stink.
Well,
all they do is they just make all of your hometown like bars, like all your like beach bars, crowded and shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Summer holidays suck. Every day.
I like I like a barbecue on the 4th.
You can barbecue every fucking day.
There's a different vibe.
No, there's not.
Nah, there's a different vibe.
There is absolutely not.
There's not.
There
is
no
different menu, but it's a different vibe.
There is no difference in a barbecue on July 5th or 3rd.
Well, those are all solid July 4th weekend. That's a cheat code. God, give me an October 12th barbecue. Different vibe.
It's of course. October's not the summer.
No, I said August. No,
you said October.
I meant August then.
August. The only reason that the only thing I'll give you is that barbecues later in the summer, you're like, I'm over this.
Yeah.
But a barbecue in late June or early July or late July, all the same thing.
I'm going to disagree with you on that one. But it is. But I'm
What's
still
different?
I'm still. I just
Yeah, you can't. You gotta give me something intangible.
Nah, dude.
It's just in the air, isn't it? You
just
can't. You're gonna drink beer and eat hot dogs and swim in a pool on a sunny day. That's
The
called the
outfits.
summer, bro.
The outfits.
The outfits. You're so gay.
A lot of people breaking flag code on a 4th of July party. Wearing a fucking
American flag pants and shoes and shit.
Getting a few beers in them and saying "fucking Kaepernick."
Oh man,
I stand. But the it's summer. Right? Again, I guess.
I mean, bro, I'll shoot you straight. There's like 2 good holidays.
They're all both in winter, or I guess one's technically in fall.
And like Halloween's cool when you're young and when you party, and then there's Thanksgiving, Christmas, and then the rest of the holidays like suck.
Yeah,
like Cinco de Mayo, St. Patrick's Day when you're young and partying is cool too.
Yeah,
so I wouldn't.
It means nothing now.
Nothing. I wouldn't give up the spring.
I couldn't tell you last time I went to a St. Patrick. I'm sure I've drank.
But I'll keep the spring because like for the days when you do party in St. Patrick's Day, it's like one of the best holidays of the year.
Yeah.
But now it's like whatever.
Cinco de Mayo, I never really. I went one time to like a Mexican bar on Martha's Vineyard. I think on Cinco de Mayo.
Like, whatever, man.
That was like. I maybe that's becoming a bigger thing in college now, but like Cinco de Mayo wasn't a thing when I was in college. Really.
No, I mean it was just like we'll do some tequila tonight, like whatever.
It was, but like
regular
bars didn't like decorate.
Yeah,
it wasn't
no.
Maybe just because it was real progressive college at Florida State, but like it wasn't everyone in sombreros. Remember when we this was recently. We had
fucking maracas and sombreros. And like, hey,
by the way, I was not in that day. So. I remember like seeing all the pictures on Twitter. I'm like, is everyone
doing this?
Just doing sombreros?
Fucking crazy, man.
Well, not that I if I'm being totally honest, I think you should be able to wear a fucking sombrero.
So I think it's like, but, I don't think anybody actually cares about that except for like white people.
Yeah.
There's no Mexicans who are mad about it, you know? Next up.
I got a question for you guys. If you took every single time that you've ever jerked off or had sex throughout your life so far and spent that time learning a skill or doing activity, what skill would you learn? And do you think you'd be a professional at it? So, like, for example,
professional athlete?
Like, play golf.
Brings it at it.
Oh, well, either way.
I would most likely be breaking 80 by now. Let me know.
No. I was gonna say like, I could like.
I mean, bro,
learn like a little origami
we're talking about a lot
trick.
of time right now.
No. Oh, jerking off. Yeah, you are. Okay, never mind. Okay, I was gonna say.
We're talking about a lot of time right now.
I was thinking about sex for a second because I was like, but even still,
I could probably be an astronaut.
I'm the one saying dumb stuff today. Not you. Even if you took how long do you think an average jerk off session takes?
Back in my heyday, we were putting up numbers.
No, you weren't.
I would jerk off for 20 minutes, half hour.
No, you would
absolutely
not.
Dude.
On the regular?
On the regular, yes. I would have. Don't get me wrong. I'd still have like medical transactions kind of deal.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
A full fucking sitcom. Comedy.
Bro, I think I was trying to learn how to fuck longer. I think
you were edging yourself.
I think I was like, if I fucking jerk off for a long time, like I'll be ready to have sex
You're
for a long time.
despicable. You disgust me.
I mean,
this kid.
The logic still checks out, if we're being honest.
How old are you talking that you were jerking off for 30 fucking minutes?
College, easy.
In college, you were jerking off for 30 minutes?
Fucking yeah, dude.
What was your roommates doing?
I don't
jerking
know.
off with you,
bro. I was again. It was Florida State. We lived in a mansion.
Yeah,
we had massive apartments. No one. It wasn't like you could hear each other's rooms.
I
would say into my 20s.
How many times do you think you've jerked off in your life?
I
started when you're what 13. You're now let's say you've been jerking off for 20.
I started younger than 13. I mean, not regularly.
Let's just say you've been jerking off for 20 years. You're 33 now. Let's just say you started when you're 13, just for argument's sake. 20 years. How many times do you think you jerk off in a week? Let's call it.
Let's say you go every day.
So that's 365 times 20.
Yeah.
Bro, to average it out, give it 2 a day. Maybe 3.
Okay, so if you're doing it every day, you've jerked off 7,300 times.
So 7,300 times. Let's say there
are plenty of days where I was putting up 10.
Let's say you're marathon man over here. If you're not marathon
but those days when I'm putting up 10, it's taking me 30 seconds.
That's what I'm saying. So most of us are just
number 10 is taking you 30 seconds. I feel like that's the 30-minute one.
Number 10 would take me 7,300 seconds. It would take me forever, dude. I would think that most of us are just getting the poison out. The rest of us, maybe a couple minutes max.
I mean, again, I was trying to teach myself to have sex.
Get me a number of hours is what I'm trying to get to.
You've probably jerked off for 608 hours.
Okay, so
That's not too
so they
many.
tell you got to do your 10,000 hours
Yeah.
to get like professional at something. So we're talking about 600, and that's if we do 30-minute sessions and we include like 10 sessions a week.
Yeah, I'm not even a novice.
So I'm thinking 600 hours.
Like if I to answer your question, sir, I wouldn't have learned calligraphy.
Yeah, right. Like none of you can't learn anything worthwhile in 600 hours. I don't think 600 hours is what like let's say how many like is that like a series of television? Not even close. No, it's like
I mean, it depends on the series, obviously, but like that's like
usually you get to like
600
100
hours?
episodes.
So
it'd be a lot of it would actually be a lot of television.
Yeah.
So 600 hours you could
They
learn.
said Better Call Saul was I committed like 50 some odd hours.
You could probably learn like to play a instrument really shitty in 600 hours, right? Nick?
You could be moderate at the ukulele by the end.
Yeah. Here's your answer. You could either fucking come a bunch or play the ukulele.
Yeah.
Choice is yours.
I'm happy with my choices.
Yeah, for real. Last voicemail today is brought to you by Ridge Wallet. Right there, Johnny. That Ridge Wallet, that white one, nice and sleek, black and white. They've also got 30 different colors and styles with the carbon fiber and the burnt titanium. It holds up to 12 cards, plus room for cash. It's made with the RFID blocking technology, which means it's got like a solid case to it so that these fucking hackers can't just like zap your pocket and steal the information off your chip.
Again, that happens more regularly than you think. It's happened to me twice.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy that's happened to you twice. Get yourself a Ridge wallet. Don't get your identity stolen from your pocket twice like John. It can also they also now have new key cases that can secure anywhere from 2 to 6 keys. It organizes your keys in a compact silhouette. It folds out for easy access. 6 different colors and styles for the key case. 30 different ones for the wallet. And you'll make sure that your keys and your money and your identity and all your information are safe. Go to ridge.com. Use promo code KFC for 10% off your order right now. That's ridge.com, promo code KFC.
What's up, guys? First time, long time. Even though I've done this before, just gonna act like the rest of the fan base is ignoring logic for comedy purposes, but I think we both know the answer to that question. Walking the dog, decided to take a seat because no one wants me heavy breathing during this entire thing. But I got a question for you. I applied to a job a couple weeks ago, and pretty much it's a better job than everything I've got right now. Location, hours, benefits, longer standing business, stuff like that. Said, fuck it, why not? They reached out to me about a week later, said, hey, we want to talk. Let's do an interview. Wanted to confirm a bunch of information with me. To their dismay, they somehow fucked up everything but the email. Because they're just like, hey, Bradley. It's like, my name's Brett. We can reach you at this number. No, you can't. Pretty much, etc., etc. I'm not going to dox myself, but, you know, shit happens. My question, though, is I didn't give them a background check or a social yet. If you really want a good job and they accidentally get the wrong guy from their own mistakes, do you lie about who you are just to get that job? Because...
So this guy gets
I
a
really
random
don't know.
job
I'm just
offer.
gonna
They
ask
got
YouTube
the wrong
delinquents
man?
if I should.
Is that what he's saying?
Is that how it
Fellas,
started?
I'll
Hang up and listen.
It seems like it, but they just got all the information wrong. I mean, it was close.
But did he apply, or did they just like send him an email being like, "You got the job"? And he's like, "What are you talking about?"
He applied.
He applied,
and then they sent it back to.
So
his
basically,
Okay, but let's run with this though. If there was like, you know, John Michael Feidelberg and they sent it to John Henry Feidelberg and it's a job, you know, that's like better than everything you've got, would you take it? And it's something that you can do. Like, let's say, you know, you're not gonna like,
it's in your field.
It's not. Let's say you're in over your head, but it's like it's not like a doctor. It's like I'll figure it out on the fly.
Right.
You know, like I'm gonna make like $100,000 doing like marketing or something like that. Like I'll just figure it out. But it's like more money than I've ever made. Would you do it?
Well, first of all, this is the plot of Orange County, basically.
I was gonna say this is probably impossible to pull off because like, but it does sound like a movie,
Right?
or a
Isn't
TV
that like?
show.
Isn't that like it's Colin Hanks? You don't know that movie, Nick? I feel like you
No,
like that.
I've never
movie.
seen that one.
Oh,
I remember the cover with the
It
orange
does seem up
slices
Nick's
on the
alley.
eyes.
It's a great movie. I
Love
believe
Colin
what happens
Hanks,
is
too.
both Colin Hanks and like his idiot friend apply to Stanford, and the college guidance counselor just
Mixes
sends the
it
wrong
up.
transcripts.
Right.
And his friend
So like,
gets in.
if you could pull
Maybe
this off.
no, his brother doesn't get in. It's not.
All I know is this. The last thing I would worry about is the guy who got screwed over.
Yeah, dude.
I'd be like this. I'd flip him a fucking British bird. Fuck you, man.
I honestly, I'd love to say right now, I take it and I figure it out. I'm too big a pussy.
I think I would take it and then be like, what's the worst that happens? I get fired from this job that I never wanted in the first place?
I'd be very scared of getting caught and just being fired and being like, I guess I could probably just throw my hands up and be like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
But I don't think I'd do that. I think I would be really embarrassed.
Yeah.
And would
just not even put yourself out
just
there.
not put myself in that situation.
I think I would take it. I think I would. It's again, this is silly. I don't think it could happen because eventually they're gonna you'd have to make up. You'd have to guess the correct fucking social security number or something, right?
Right.
Yeah.
What I mean? How do you get paid?
Right.
How do you get paid? How do I get paid? How did I start getting paid?
Yeah, you give your information and bank accounts.
So I gave my bank information?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not.
But it probably doesn't.
It's been 12 years.
It probably doesn't have to do with social security numbers, though. No, it does for taxes. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
For taxes, it does. But when we were getting paid under the table, you just give Dave your address.
Yeah,
right. So at that point, but for tax purposes, you have your ID, you have your social security, which is linked to your name. So if those don't match up,
W-4 you have to fill out or some shit.
What's that?
You have to fill out a W-4 or something.
Yeah. So they'd get you,
but if he's, they just accidentally hired the wrong guy that they interviewed.
Yeah,
he could just be like, "Oh, that's just my nickname."
Sure,
I go by.
or whatever.
All my close friends actually call me Brett.
Yeah, or you guys just mixed it up, you got the right guy, but you just mixed up the name. I'm Bradley, but I'm Brett, whatever, and just try to fake until you make it.
This kind of happened to me. When I was 15, or maybe 16, I applied to a marketing internship. I wasn't 15. I guess I would have been freshman year of college, and I applied to a marketing internship, and then. And again, I look like a little freshman, and I show up, and somehow I guess I'd gotten it. And it was a full-time senior marketer, whatever. So I was sitting in the room. For some reason I was wearing a skirt and Converse and whatever, and there were all these people in black, it was.
Wait, you were in what room? You were in a boardroom? You were in a a meeting?
It was just a waiting room with this really intense CEO or whatever.
This is some Ferris Bueller's Day Off shit or something. Zach Morris.
The youngest was probably a 30-year-old. It was 30, 45, all these women and men or whatever. And then I'm just this little 15-year-old or however old I was. And then I had to sit in front of the CEO and he was so how old are you? And he was and then he went on the whole thing, he felt bad that I had, so then he thought, maybe I'm, a genius, because he thought,
Doogie Howser or some shit.
And she was how the fuck did she get through? And he was he said some, marketing term, and he was so how do you, upscale or I don't even know, and I was I would post it on social media. Would, really do hashtags. I didn't get the job at all.
That's amazing. That's fucking great. Did you ever figure out what happened? They were just somebody mixed it up or
No, I don't know. But he was
So you were interviewing, or you got the job and they were wait, never mind.
I got to the next round of interviews,
okay.
but I obviously should not have gotten to the next round of interviews. It was ridiculous.
Senior marketing position.
All right, interview time. We got Iliza
Shlesinger
on the show. I can't say her last name because I have a fat tongue, but she came back through to promote her new special and her new book out at the same time, which is some boss shit right there. To be killing it on Netflix and have your own novel that she wrote herself. Not novel, but a memoir that she wrote herself out all at once.
Essays.
Short essays, that's right. And it's brought to you by Helix Sleep. If you're like Iliza and me, the elder millennials, or you're John, jet setting around the world, you need to make sure you can get your sleep, whatever the reason may be.
I'm concerned with what's going to happen to me when I get home.
No,
but I'm not tired. So
we have a big day tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. Also, John, you don't know this because it's not on the calendar. We have a 1 o'clock.
Yeah,
no, I know, Kevin.
Okay, cool.
I know that. Yeah. But I'm am I gonna go home and just stay up until 3 a.m. and then fall asleep for 12 hours? I don't know what's gonna happen.
We'll find out. If you're on a Helix bed, you're going to pop on that bitch and you ain't going to get up for a week, bro. Helix mattresses are tailored to everybody's needs because everybody sleeps differently. So you take a quiz on helix.com, helixsleep.com, and you find out whether you need a firm mattress or a soft mattress, or a temperature regulating one, or a spring-based one, or what size you need, if it's heating, if it's cooling. Whatever type of sleeper you are, they will make sure that mattress fits you personally in a quiz that takes just 2 minutes to make sure that sleep for the rest of your life is perfect. So you can get you take the quiz and it'll be like, you need the Helix Twilight mattress because you like to sleep on your side, and that's something that's firm and cooling. So whatever it may fit you, it'll spit that out. You make sure you get a mattress that fits your entire lifestyle, and then you sleep well for the rest of your life on a comfy mattress. And if you sleep good, you play good. If you play good, they pay good. So right now, Helix is offering up to $200 off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners. Right now, go to helixsleep.com/KFC. Get up to $200 off any mattress order plus 2 free pillows. With Helix, better sleep starts now. It's Iliza on KFC Radio. Let's talk to her.
I had Domino's for dinner last night.
Oh, no. Do you have a woman in your life?
No.
Okay.
No.
She would put an end to that. Oh, no. I want to hug you.
Oh,
you have the Domino's.
if the Domino's offends, last week's dinner would have. It was.
Oh.
Is it even pizza?
Is Domino's? No, it's different. It's Domino's.
I actually agree with that.
That was the most sincere thing.
But that should
no, when I
honestly
want
be their
pizza,
slogan.
I don't get Domino's.
It's different. It's Domino's.
Their slogan should be like, it's not pizza, it's Domino's. Because
I thought that was you made that up.
No, I made that up. Yeah.
It's different. It's Domino's. That's the. They're like we
that one's for free,
legally,
Domino's.
we legally cannot call this pizza.
Right. They throw that
there's too much
sand all
sand
over.
Wait, aren't they the ones that have special chicken?
I got the chicken last night too.
Who the fuck came up with that? What? Somebody got paid like it's special chicken. It's just chicken on parchment paper, like it's special.
Yeah.
Why did they?
Well, thank God for them.
That's
it
a
gets
real
me through
marketing
a lot
turd.
of
That's fair. You want the protein. You don't want to deal with the
That's
bread.
the healthy part.
Yeah.
That's when you're on a diet. It's the chicken.
It's different. It's Domino's.
Do you eat?
Write that down.
Make sure you subscribe to KFC Radio on YouTube to get all the video content. Subscribe, comment, like, and make sure you turn on the bell notifications so you know whenever new video content drops.
I want to say something, but the video has to be fast. That's it.